Action Works Entertainment is proud to present Sittin' on a Tailgate podcast with your host, DJ Big Country.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night
It's another Wednesday night right here at Sitting on a Tailgate. I'm your host, Big Country, and Milf's here.
Yeah, I'm here. And here.
Short Stack's here.
Hey.
Hey, what's hey? And what kind of drugs are you taking?
A leave?
Is she going to use her body's going to leave us?
Damn, that deserves a clap. That was good. That was good, Milford. I'm impressed. I am highly impressed. So,
I leave her too.
Oh man!
You're gonna leave me?
No.
Leave.
What did you say?
No, it's going.
Yeah, he did. That's what he said. He said he was going to leave you.
Or leave
No,
me?
yeah, no. You see, and your body's going to leave you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
So it's February 1st. Yeah.
Yep, February 1st.
Yep, February 1st, and
This month's going to go fly by fast. That's
know,
for
right?
sure. 28 days. Not 28 days.
28 days.
27 days now.
No, 28. Leap year is 29.
No, I know, but
It's always 20. It's always 28 days in
I know
February.
that, but I'm saying it was 27 days.
Oh well, yeah, because today's already gone by. Yeah,
yeah.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, so we're talking to Aaron Haugland tonight. My boy down there in Fort Lauderdale, hanging out there on the strip down there. We're going to talk about his music and see what he's got going on. And then later tonight, we're going to be talking with Tim Mcdonald. He's got some songs, new songs coming out, or I think they're already out. I think we might already have them, but we're going to be talking with him too. So, got all kind of stuff. Come on in the chat room, hang out with us on Spreaker.com. Also, if you want to check out our website, WBCWradio.com. Also, you can listen to us, or you can get to our show on Spreaker through our website, WBCWradio.com.
Yep, we're also live tonight here on iHeartRadio.
Yep, iHeartRadio. Every Wednesday night we're live on iHeartRadio, so you can always go back and listen to every show that we've done on iHeartRadio. So,
and you type in Florida Country Radio, and you'll see it says Sitting on the Tailgate, and we got all the episodes. I don't know what episode it is right now, but
I don't either. I
can't remember.
we've pretty much, I think we've kind of overshot that a little bit. But,
I know. But go to tonight's episode, February 1st, and you'll be able to hear us on iHeartRadio.
That's right. Tammy, you got anything to say?
Why would I have anything to say?
You always got something to say.
You say that. And
You do.
You know that I don't. I think you like to put me on the spot.
I'm not putting you on the spot. I just
She ain't woke up yet.
woke up. You mean to tell me you've been sleeping all damn day?
No.
I wish.
She's still trying to get motivated.
We're at the end of the day, Steve.
I was going to say
Motivation
motivated since what time?
Is out the window by now. All right, I already got motivated. Did everything I was supposed to do, and
What all did you do? We're going to ask you 20 questions.
made
What all did you do
lots
today?
of phone calls.
Well, who'd you call?
I'm not going to answer that. Those
Well, then we're not
private.
going to answer any more questions, Milford. Don't you dare answer any more questions she asked you. Whether it be on your Facebook, Twitter, Instagrams, nothing. Until she talks to us about her when we ask her questions.
No.
Well, then
Well,
no
today was my day for phone calls, so
phone calls. Who'd you call?
just business.
Business who? What business?
Okay, well, we're not going to get into all that. On the air.
Are you running some kind of cat house or something out of there?
Oh, my Lord. If I was, I damn sure wouldn't be here.
She's running her doghouse right now.
Yeah, right?
Oh, you're in the doghouse?
No, you two.
I'm not in the doghouse because I have nobody attached to me.
We are dogs.
I have no
in the
ball and
house.
chain.
It doesn't matter. Y'all still are dogs.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You're just jealous.
No, not at all.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Because you used to listen to that song. You used to shake your ass to it. Who let the dogs out?
Ho, 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 ho.
Everybody liked that song.
Okay, then. So don't bitch and complain about us.
Who's bitching?
Guess who's in concert tonight in DeLand? Or no, that's tomorrow night. Bone Thugs and Harmony. You remember them?
Nope.
I didn't think you would. That is old school
No, I don't.
hip hop rap. That's
Sure,
when it was.
I never even
We're talking
listened to
about
them.
back in the days with LL Cool J and
Beastie Boys.
yeah, Beastie Boys and all them
Fat
guys.
Boys.
That's that's the good stuff.
Yeah,
so.
Ashley said she hated that song, so I probably would have too.
What? Who let the dogs out?
No, the other one you just said.
Which one? Queen of what?
The one you were just talking about.
Oh, Bone Thugs
yeah.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's the name of the group. That's not it's not a song.
Well, maybe she does hate
Wait,
that
hey,
song.
you need to wake up here.
Yeah, right, Ashley? It doesn't work.
You know what? I haven't even gotten into the chat room yet, but you know what, Ashley? I can ban you.
You wouldn't ban her for nothing, and you know it. Oh, she said that who let the dogs out. She don't like that one.
Oh.
I like
What's
that.
the reason why
She
you...
said
Well, she
loves
says she
Bone
loves
Thugs.
Bone Thugs.
I was going to say,
I
yeah.
don't even know who they are.
Well, if she doesn't like if she likes Bone Thugs, then why doesn't she like Tupac? Did Tupac do that song?
No,
I can't.
No, that
wasn't
one Tupac.
Who let the dogs out? I can't remember who it was. I know it was somebody. I don't think it was LL.
No. Maybe Ice-T.
No. Ice-T ain't got that deep of a voice. I'll figure it out. Oh, damn, I forgot.
Doesn't it have it on there when you play it?
Do what?
Doesn't it have the name of who plays or who sings it?
Oh, I'm sure it does, but I don't.
When you choose it?
Yeah, but I haven't played it in a while.
I know you. I think
It
you
was
did
Baja.
in the beginning.
She's saying it's Baja.
Baja
Man.
Man.
Baja, that's right. Baja Man. I knew that.
She hated her music.
All right, I'm missing something here.
What are you missing? Oh, you missed her microphone.
No,
Your mouth to the microphone.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look for. I gotta get something here real quick. All right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and play Aaron's first song that we have here at the station. It's called "I'm Gone," and we'll be back. So hang tight. Stay tuned.
There I was, minding my own, killing it with sales flying out the door. The boss man walked up and says, "Get on out, here's your pink slip." Well, I'm gone, oh Lord, I'm gone. So I did what anyone would do, got in my car to go down a few. Left my pens, paper, and planner, but not my favorite beaches calendar. I'm gone, oh Lord, I'm gone. In this life, they work you to the bone and then you're gone. Well, my life won't fit into the norm for very long, 'cause I'm gone home. Lord, I'm gone home. I'm gone. I bellied up to the nearest dive, put in a PO for a Mai Tai. A sexy lady came and sat next to me. How more perfect can it be? 'Cause I'm gone. Oh, I'm getting gone. Oh, Lord, I'm gone. So we did what anyone would do, order shots and had more than a few. She told me she was headed for the Keys, and that's when it dawned on me. Oh, we're gone. Oh, we're getting gone. Oh, Lord, we're gone home. In this life, they work you to the bone and then you're gone. Well, my life won't fit into the norm for very long, 'cause we're gone home. Lord, we're gone home. We're gone. Oh! Now my office is ocean view, slinging t-shirts and visors too. Killing it with sales flying out the door. I don't need the boss man anymore, 'cause I'm gone. Oh, I'm getting gone. Oh, Lord, I'm gone. In this life, they work you to the bone.
WBCW's Wednesday nights sitting on a tailgate.
Well, he's yawning. I'm back.
Yes, you are. Let's see. 17 after. Oh, yeah. I'm sitting here trying to tag and do all this stuff.
Tag and bag and.
Yeah. So far we got 11 listeners, so that's good.
That's great.
Yeah, make sure you hit that like button up there with that heart just above there. Right there underneath, right there next to where it says Facebook, Twitter, and Google.
Yep, and also
That way it lets everybody know that you're listening to the show, or we're listening to the show, or all that good stuff.
Yeah, come on in the chat room, I dare you.
Yeah, and then they can go back once they do that and listen to it at another time.
Ones who are listening tonight, come into our chat room here on Spreaker.com. If you don't have it, Spreaker, download it. Go to Spreaker.com and download it, and then you come into the chat room.
Yep, and you can get notifications every time we go live on the air. Every time we log into to broadcast, it'll send you a message and
saying
we're on.
We're on. Hey, we're here.
Right. Forgot. Let's see.
Yeah, that's a good song he did. I now remember that.
Yeah,
song.
I like that. That's a good song.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
Yeah,
It's got a good beat to it.
Yeah, it does.
It's good dancing music, actually.
Since when have you ever danced? You haven't danced in God knows how long.
You don't know nothing, okay?
You don't even
You
sing.
only think you know, but you don't know.
I know.
No, you only think you know.
I know.
You don't know.
Milford tells me everything.
No,
It figures.
I don't tell you everything.
Almost everything.
I don't tell you
I think
almost
he
everything.
left out maybe 2 words, and that's about it.
Oh, my God.
Asia.
Well, I'm doomed then, huh? But it's not true because
What's not true?
whatever he says,
What's not true? What are you talking
whatever
about?
he says to you,
About what?
about everything. You can't believe anything.
Okay, we can't hear you because you're not close enough to the microphone.
You can't believe anything.
Why can't you? Can't you scoot that up? There you go. I know you're tiny enough to fit underneath that table in that chair. I mean, jeez, I tell you. So, my buddy Aaron, he and his girlfriend transplanted from up north. They came from one of them cold states, and I think it was that his girlfriend, who now I believe is his fiance, she got relocated with her job to Fort Lauderdale. So they picked up, moved, and came down here. And I'm sure he probably figures that was the best thing since sliced bread because now he don't have to deal. I think they were in Nebraska or somewhere up there, wherever they're from. It's snowing. So
Well, it's snowing in most places.
I'm sure they're glad. I'm sure they're glad to be in Florida. But she still travels. She gets on a plane just about every Monday and goes wherever she has to go, and then comes home some like Thursdays or early Fridays or whatever. But
And she's gone.
she's gone. Oh, hey, damn! Milford's on a roll tonight. What's up with that?
Hey, Aaron. That was Colorado.
Colorado?
Yep.
Colorado! Oh, that ain't that far north, but it's still cold. Oh, yeah, Colorado. As in John Denver, Colorado. Or who's the quarterback for the Broncos?
Shoot.
Damn it, he's the like the manager or the president or something of the Broncos now. I can't John. Oh crap, I can't think of his name.
It wasn't Peyton, was it?
No. I can see his face. I just can't think of his name right now. Tell me who it is. Come on, Aaron, help me out. I know you know who it is.
Right now, no one.
Right now, I know, right? Oh, Elway. John Elway.
Yeah, John Elway.
That's who it was. Yeah, John Elway, yeah. Yeah, see, I knew it was... No, Peyton Manning's done. Peyton Manning is officially retired. So...
Yep, he's done gone.
He's gone.
You got that song stuck in your head, so
Yeah.
everybody's
See,
gonna be
Aaron,
gone
you got
tonight.
He's on a roll now.
your song got stuck in my head, Aaron.
So now everybody's going to be gone when they're done tonight.
Yep. Then she's gone.
Yeah, I'm
will
going to be
when
gone,
she
all
drinks
right.
more.
No, I'm going to drink more, and I'm not going to be gone. I'm going to be your worst nightmare.
I'm glad she's got to go home with you.
I'm not like that. You know it. Don't you be painting me out to be bad.
All right, let's.
I'm going to have to get my steel cage.
I'll put you in it. Trust me.
Jeez. All right, real quick before we give Aaron a call, let's we'll throw on his latest single. This is called "Little Dirty." Aaron, you need to get me some more songs, buddy. Let's throw this on here real quick, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Baby, it's been a long week. Soon as we get home, I got something for you. Release that tension, a soul reconnection kind of line. Those scratches down my back. When I hit this spot, oh, I know just where it's at. What you say now, baby? Let's get a little bumping and grinding to the backbeat, using my lap as a top seat, spurring this wrong through the rough weeds. Oh, do you like it rough? Let's get a little dirty. My hand on your skin, your back on the floor. You got a handful of carpet and you're moaning for more. Fire is burning and it feels so right. Shadows dancing, heating up on the dead of night. So what you say now, baby? Let's get a little bumping and grinding to the backbeat, using my lap as a top seat, spurring this wrong through the rough weeds. Oh, do you like it rough? Or going up and down like a butter churn? Oh, let me know if it hurts. Oh, we're just shaking off the cream, yeah. Let's get a little dirty. What you say now, baby? Let's get a little dirty. Bumping and grinding to the backbeat, using my lap as a top seat, spurring this wrong through the rough weeds. Oh, do you like it rough? Or going up and down like a butter churn? Oh, let me know if it hurts. Oh, we're just shaking off the cream, yeah. Bumping and grinding to the backbeat. Let's get a little dirty.
Before Jason out anymore.
Tammy wants to get a little dirty. Oh, she's getting naked. Look, we even got it on video.
Yeah. She's taking a partial clothing off.
We're doing something new tonight here in the studio. We're actually videotaping our show. And we'll see what... now she's going to get alcohol. She's turning into an alcoholic, I think.
Nah, she ain't. Hey, I stuck up for you. I said, no, she ain't.
That's what he said, but you ought to seen the way his lips were moving.
Hey, I curved her from that stuff.
Let's see. What? Hey, we're on the air. Calm your jets. Nobody said anything about you. Nope, we didn't say nothing about you. All right, now is the time. Now is the time to put your headphones on because we are getting ready to call Mr. Aaron.
On your mark, get set.
Dial.
Dial. Dial. Dial. Dial. Yeah, he's gone. She's gone.
She's gone. She's
Getting
definitely leaving.
Yeah, getting a little dirty.
She's getting dirty while she's getting gone.
Yep.
You have reached Aaron Haugland. Sorry, Mr.
How in the hell did I get your
Your
answering
number,
machine?
Yeah, Aaron.
Aaron,
Aaron.
explain that, sir.
Explain that to us.
Now, how about this?
Hey, nobody asked you for any opinions.
How about you get gone and then I get a little dirty?
Oh.
How about that? That'll suit me just fine.
So, what's the deal, man? You got to make me go to your voicemail or what?
I accidentally put it on silent, and it just went straight to voicemail.
No, you did. Whatever. You just didn't want to talk to us.
Yeah, sure. You talk to us in
You
a
can make us
chat
work
room.
for it.
Talk to us in a chat
Not
room.
interrupt us.
I know.
No,
Hey.
I wanted to strictly focus on you guys and nobody else.
Oh, okay. Is that how it works?
Well, that's
Hey,
a good thing.
listen. Let me know. You don't have no feedback or echo or anything in there, do you?
No. I turned off the computer. Thank you, though.
Okay, so you can hear everything.
Yep. You're
Okay.
good.
All right, good.
If I can, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Huh?
As long as you ain't echoing.
Huh?
Huh? What?
What'd you say?
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. So,
Really?
what's been going on, Mr. Haugland? Since you aren't you glad you moved down from up north?
I will tell you, it's kind of nice being in February and it's 70 degrees.
Isn't it great?
Huh?
That's the perks of Florida.
We don't participate.
It really is. You know what's funny is, first of all, Tammy Milford, if I talk over you, let me know. I'm sorry.
You're
It's
fine.
a little hard to
Just
hear
go
you,
ahead
but,
and talk over her. I don't care.
Yeah, we're used to being abused. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, by him. By Big
We
Country.
abuse each other around here.
I don't abuse nobody.
Oh, sure.
Being when I was in Denver, we weren't really mountain people. I mean, we were mountain people. We would drive up there. We would take a Camaro. We'd go sit at the end of a ski slope, and we would just drink beer. That was our weekend thing. We wouldn't go ski or anything. And then we went to the Dominican Republic for Thanksgiving last year, so 2 years ago. And we just fell in love with the Caribbean and the area. And it just so happened we made a list of places that we would move to, and Florida was never on that list. And all of a sudden, Stephanie, my fiance, got a phone call, and they're like, "Hey, you want to come live in Florida?" And we were like, "All right, sure. It's beautiful there." Here we are.
What does she do? What does she do for a living? She pretty much. You guys moved down here, but yet she's flying everywhere, pretty much up north all the time.
Yeah, so she's a quality assurance manager for a company. I won't say what company it is, but she makes sure that certain food is made correctly to government standards, and so she's got to go to all these warehouses and manufacturing
Oh,
plants.
so she works for the all beef people.
right, yep. So that's why she's always flying.
Yeah, I was gonna say because she's pretty much gone most of the time, all the time anyway, isn't she?
She is, yeah. She's actually in Dallas right now. I was gonna go, but it just didn't work out with some of the plans here. But it's good. It gives us time to be away from each other. But when we come back, we really appreciate our time together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's when you'll get a
we
little
don't-
dirty.
Yeah, that's where the song came from. A little dirty when
Yeah.
she comes home.
That's when she's gone.
Right, we just gone.
Yeah, that's the only two songs I got there, Aaron, of yours. So
Yeah,
we got to throw these two songs around like that. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So I actually just sent you a song that hasn't been released yet. I don't know if you've gotten it yet. It's going to be one of the singles that I released this year. It's called Ford Girl, like the car. Kind of inspired by my fiance Stephanie.
Stephanie likes Ford. She likes Fords, huh?
Right, and I had a Chevy Camaro, and so it was kind of...
That's all right. I'd take both of them. I'll take the Chevy Camaro, too.
So she's kind of taking me over to the dark side now. I got rid of the Camaro, and we're discussing possibly getting like a 68 or a 69
you do it now.
Ford Mustang or something.
I'll be jealous.
My dad, he wished he'd have never gotten rid of his, but when he was growing up, he had a 60 candy apple red Mustang convertible.
Yeah.
And
wow.
Yeah, he wished he. To this day, he says he wished he had never gotten rid of it.
Yeah, my mom had a 68 Ford Fastback Mustang GT.
So,
No. There's only a
GT
fastback. A fastback and a GT is different.
No, it
Here-
was GT 350.
Well, no, hold on. Here you go.
Split window.
It's a 66 Shelby GT is what it is. And
Yeah.
then you have a 66 Mustang fastback.
Yeah.
And then you got 66 hard. You got the hard tops and you got the split windows. But
yeah,
my cars would be probably the SS. I would take also Camaro. I would take the Shelby GT. I would take a 66 GTO. My buddy in high school had one of those. You know what the GTO stands for, don't you? Gas, tires, and oil. It does. It really does. Because that's all we ever did was work on them. And I don't know. I'd take a lot of them classic cars from back then. The Buick Skylark.
We seen a 52 Chevy Coupe that can be refurbished.
We're making Aaron's mouth water over there.
Yeah,
because he's
I don't want it. It's $300.
He's sitting there. I can hear him breathing hard back there. That's why he hasn't said anything. My granny, before she passed away, I wish, if I was more into cars, I could have probably convinced her out of it and hung on to it. My granny had a 67 Ford Torino.
Ooh.
Green. And if
I
I would have souped that bad boy up. Oh man! It'd have been just like in that. It would have. It looked just like the one in the movie. What's his face? Clint Eastwood.
Okay.
And Gran Torino.
I had a Gran Torino.
Yeah.
It was yellow
I had a
with the black
69
stripe.
Ford XL Fastback.
All right.
Damn, that's an old car.
Yeah.
I know. We're talking about cars.
I know.
Yeah, we're getting off track.
So.
Exactly.
that's the whole
No.
point of that song is how divided and heated people get about cars.
Right. Yeah.
And so when you get this song and you play it later, I think you'll understand like how we just went off on a tangent. That it happens.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, we just went off on a tangent right then.
What else has been going on? What you been doing besides working in restaurants and playing music? Have you guys gotten a chance to go down to the Strip, Fort Lauderdale?
Of Los Olas, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say it on the air, but I just start at one end of the Strip and work my way down to the other end and see if I make it all the way down there. Two things will happen. I'll either pass out or go broke before I get there.
Be passed out and broke.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah,
It's
both.
so true. You know what's funny is the first night we were here, we ended up going down to the beach right by the Elbow Room.
Right. Yeah.
Pretty famous bar. It used to be like a huge hangout for spring breakers and all of that stuff. And
Yep.
we were hanging out there, and then we decided we'd just walk on down and see what was going on at these other bars. And we ended up walking to this country bar that was right behind it, and they were having a good time and playing a bunch of good country music. And I ended up going to the bathroom, and on the wall there's a bunch of porno pictures. And end up finding out that this place is called Hunters, which is owned by the MILF Hunter, the porn star.
Right. Yeah.
And he's based here in Fort Lauderdale. I had no idea this was a thing here. That he was even based here,
Where do you think the video from Girls, Motley Crue came from? Right,
I have no idea.
That's
Was it here?
right there, the Sunset Strip, right down in Fort Lauderdale. Because Fort Lauderdale is considered Vegas for Florida when it comes to Yeah, when it comes to the
I
bar,
believe it.
the booby bars and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Fort Lauderdale is Vegas for Florida.
Now, and it does remind me a little bit of because I lived in Los Angeles and Hollywood. It
Right.
kind of reminds me of that in Vegas. But then there is the nicer upscale place. Like I love going to Margaritaville, which is right down in Hollywood.
Right, yeah.
Brand new place, really cool. They always have music. They have a brand new band shell right on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can just be hanging out on the beach, sipping a beer and listening to a band, some laid-back, easy stuff.
Right.
And then, then there's the other places. If you go west of here, there's Davie, which is country, I guess you could say. They have all the country bars and horses and all that good stuff out here. It's a good location.
It is. It's hard to find any kind of good country places when you get that far down south from about Fort Lauderdale down past Miami. Now in the Keys, you'll find it more in the Keys, believe it or not, that you would anything. But of course, you also find Jimmy Buffett and Jerry Garcia and stuff like that, because that's the islands music. That's what the Keys. That's what's in the Keys. People that are living in downtown Nashville are filing a petition because of the noise complaint from all the bars that are around Main Street.
They need to make them shut
I've been saying this. How long, Aaron? How long have we been talking about this? I've been telling you, Nashville. I've been telling you, Nashville's getting ready to change.
It's a music city.
It
so
doesn't
what do they
make.
expect?
I'm telling you, it doesn't make a difference. It's getting ready to happen. With all the crap that's going on with Trump and everybody else and all the protesting, it's getting ready to happen, and it's going to blow wide open. I'm telling you. That's why rumors are saying they're looking to move Nashville. They're looking.
Man.
They are. They're looking to move it.
Would they do that?
Guess.
Where?
Right here.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Orlando.
That's what they're. No, not Orlando. It's in Florida. I won't announce where. But
Come on, I want to know where.
I nope. Until I know it's
that would be
complete
awesome.
and legit. Then I'll let everybody know. But
what's
my
cool
sources.
about Nashville is the mountains. Like at the end of the evening, you can go out and you can go up on the edge of town and go up,
Right.
and just look over Nashville and smoke a doobie and be doing,
But
awesome.
I've always said even with my country artists, you don't have to go to Nashville to make it in the industry. You don't have. Nashville is just a meet and greet type place where everybody congregates. And being the fact now that they're getting bro country, they're getting hip hop country, they're getting everybody else in the genre that is it's not traditional pure country
yeah, but
anymore like it used
Nashville's
to be.
an awesome town.
And the and the old folks, they're wanting to change that. What do you think about that, Aaron?
So I think there's a couple different things here. So like here in Fort Lauderdale, it's a booming market for real estate, and they're starting to build a lot of condos here. And actually, Los Olas is kind of the same way with the strip there in Nashville, where they have music going on outside. With these condos going up in this development, the condos are starting to complain about the noise. So you have these investors with all this money wanting to shut them up, essentially, so they can sleep at night.
Right.
And then you have the music scene, and that's starting to die. It really is. It's either going to start to be earlier or it just will be non-existent outside. So I think that's the same thing with Nashville, where you have all of these communities that have been, they're 60, 70 years old, these homes right around this area. It's getting developed with condos, and you have these investors that are complaining about the area. It's a really tough thing. They're actually doing that for the last 3 years. They've been researching it here in Fort Lauderdale, noise complaints, and they're supposed to present to the city here in the next month. I could see them doing the same thing with Nashville. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, right. Wow. And you would have thought when they. Come on. People in Nashville can't be that stupid, because when they started building, everything on Main Street and downtown and stuff like that, it's like any place you go, any big city, you have apartment homes or townhomes or whatever that's on top of business buildings in downtown, which just happens to be in Nashville on top of every stinking bar that has to do with music down on Main Street. So, I would have thought people would have realized this was going to happen. So,
right here, actually saying that there was no news. There was news reported today, or saying all these protests were in Nashville being paid to be they're protesting. There's a big investigation going on into it.
Oh yeah,
and she says she lives in Tennessee. She's never heard anything concerning it moving anywhere. Ashley.
But Ashley's not hooked on the music scene like I am,
Yeah.
though. But I see what Ashley's saying.
Yeah.
They've been saying that now for ever since before even Trump was even voted in as president. Everybody knows that whoever the Democrats are behind it is pushing these people. They're paying these people to go out there and protest.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You know, and they don't care if they get locked up or whatever because they get they get bailed out. But
Have you done any recording in Nashville, Aaron?
I haven't recorded in Nashville because I worked in L.A. All of my connections are out there, so I always
Okay.
record out in Los Angeles.
Right, that's a good hot spot too.
Yeah, it's really interesting niche market out there. It's a small crew in the country realm, but they do anything and everything from film scores to working for TV shows. That's a whole other ballgame over there.
Yeah.
Jamie's got a lot of connections in Bakersfield. If you want to go there,
No, I do not. I used to live in Bakersfield many years ago, but for like a year and a half. But no, I wasn't in the music industry then. But Nashville, I know a lot of connections.
what makes you
in
think you're in the
Nashville.
music industry now?
I know. I have friends in Nashville.
Oh, you got
I've
friends?
had friends in Nashville.
You got friends in low places.
I do.
So what else is going on, Aaron? What I know you got the two songs. I'll look and check and see about the other one here. But other than that, I know you've been trying to survive, and Mama's she's always flying around and doing her thing. Why haven't you driven your hind end up here, bud, and done the show with us one time? Live while she's doing it.
Yeah.
Come on, you're only three. You're not even 3 hours. If you take the turnpike, you're at my house within 3 hours.
No, I'm definitely going to have to do that. It's definitely on my cards. I know we tried to hook up that one time on the way down here, and it just didn't work out for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But, I mean, really what I've been doing is I've been kind of sorry, I got an echo going. You know how that...
Can you hear the echo in the phone? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
All
No
right.
big deal.
Hold on. Here. Let me. All right, try that now. How's that? Is that better?
Okay. Way better. Thank you very much. So, I've been trying to hone in on my live playing. I feel like I've kind of done my whole musical career backwards. So I went to school for audio engineering and then went to work in recording studios in Los Angeles.
Right.
And then I began writing songs in a serious way. It was at that point that I launched my solo career in Denver. Whereas most people, they write songs or they've been playing live forever, one of those two combinations, and then they record. So I'm trying to play catch up with some of these artists that have been playing live for the last 5, 6, 7 years or whatever of their lives.
Right.
And I've just been practicing, getting down, all the chords and getting used to singing and dialing in the live sound equipment and just building my repertoire, not only of my own songs, but, people want to hear other songs as well when you're out playing. It's an interesting dynamic or market here in Fort Lauderdale. If you're a solo artist, it's kind of like you're a karaoke artist. They all play backing tracks with their guitar.
Right,
and sing. And if you have a band, it's a classic rock band or blues band.
Right,
I don't know. It's just super interesting market here. But that's really what I've been doing. Just honing
You
in
and
on
Milford need to hook
playing
up.
live.
He's a famous superstar karaoke singer.
No, I'll play
No,
everything else. I went on
yeah.
tour.
No, but you
Well,
also
you're
hit. He also hits the karaoke places though too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not
What's
lately.
your
We
go-to
do big
song?
dogs.
Everyone's got a go-to song. What's your go-to song?
Yeah, I know it.
What's
your
your
go-to
go-to
song?
song? What's your go-to song?
You mean in the karaoke?
Yeah.
What is it? The one I like?
Troubadour.
No.
John Anderson.
The one that you always go to.
Oh,
The one you could.
how you used to spend my nights in a ballroom.
He's a good man or something like that.
I don't
You
know.
play that one really good.
Oh, you talking about her man?
Yeah, her man.
I'm gonna change my ways.
That's not even an old song. That's that's
Gary Allen.
Yeah, but it's not too old. It's probably
No,
2000s.
you're right. No, there's a song or swinging. I mean,
What's your go-to song there, Mr. Aaron?
yeah. What's your go-to song, Aaron? Did we lose you?
I scared him off.
Hello,
No,
Aaron.
it says we're still connected.
So sorry, I put myself on mute and I was talking to myself.
Hey, you need some help with that?
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, exactly. So I have two go-tos. My fast one would be like "I Got a Woman" by Ray Charles.
Cool.
Or
Good song.
Or the slow one that I just absolutely love to death is "Neon Moon" by Brooks and Dunn.
Brooks and Dunn, yeah.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
Yeah.
Milford's got a lot of good ones, too. He just can't think of them.
How did you know about Ray Charles when you didn't even know about Pam Tillis?
I listen to Ray Charles more. I don't listen to Pam Tillis that much. Ray Charles is one of my favorite. His music.
Well, yeah, Ray Charles always got, yeah.
Love
it's-
that stuff. I'm a blues fan, big time. Blues is like my...
I think Ray Charles was more of a... He was a blues, but I think he was more of a rocky blues. He
Yeah,
was like
I love it.
Yeah,
Soul blues.
awesome.
or soul blues. Well, no.
Oh, Ashley says hers is "I Wonder" by Kelly Pickler.
Oh, okay. So everybody, I don't let's see. What's my to-go song? I don't really have a to-go song because I haven't sang in a long time. Probably George.
What's your to-go?
Probably George. I would say George Strait. Probably
George Strait.
Cheyenne, because that's the one I used to
There
do
you
all the
go.
time.
It's a good one.
I crossed my heart.
I done that one.
Or you got Amarillo.
Amarillo. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio.
Ooh, do you sing that one?
Everything
That I've got is just what I've got on.
I ain't got a dime, but what I got is mine.
Hey, this ain't singing karaoke night.
Yeah, right?
Hey, we ain't got any music going, so
I know.
I ain't karaokeing.
You ain't karaokeing. So is Mama home tonight, or is she on the road still? Oh, no. You just said
Nope.
she was in Dallas. That's right. She's in Dallas.
Yep.
You don't
So I'm cuddling up to a big old glass of wild turkey tonight. So.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
was going to say if you were going to say
101,
say boxed wine, I was going to come down there and smack you.
He's a guy. He's not going to do no box wine.
Wild turkey.
That's
101.
why I said he better not say boxed wine.
Jeez.
No. There's guys that.
I don't know not one. Okay?
I can
You're
tell.
a real man. You do wild turkey, Jim Beam, or Jack.
Hey, I'll tell you what. If you are strapped for either on beer or whiskey, I have been known to grab a bottle of wine.
Well, a bottle of
That's the
wine,
only thing
yeah.
that's available.
He's talking
So,
box wine.
What's the difference between box wine and bottle wine?
Big
Same damn
difference.
thing.
Cheap.
We go, yeah, it's cheap. One is cheaper than the other one.
I'm saying if you're going to do wine, you might as well step it up a bit. I don't do cheap wine.
Those are two things that I can't do: is wine and champagne. Don't know why. I just don't like the taste of it. I would rather.
Sammy, what's your wine that you drink?
She don't.
Me?
She
I
drinks.
don't
She
drink.
drinks
I'm
straight
not a-
vodka.
No, I do not. But
She's got it
if
in
I
her-
do,
she
Would
got it
you
in her
stop?
glass
He
right
thinks he knows me. He does not know me.
They don't know her at all.
Because I love red wine, and I love when it's got a bold taste to it. So I go for, but there's no real. I don't like the cheap stuff. I don't like real expensive, but the more expensive it is, the better buzz
Yeah, she
you get.
does. She likes the
Like
expensive
after
stuff.
one glass of wine, you got a
She-
right buzz.
Every time she walks into a bar, she's hoping some guy buys her expensive
Shut
stuff.
up! I don't hope
You got a
nothing.
phone call.
I got my own damn money. Don't listen to them. They always try to get me.
You got a phone call.
Okay, well I'm on air.
I'm calling. Oh, that didn't stop you the other day.
Kiss this.
No, that's an all-day job.
No, I saw quite small.
That's why
Yours
Aaron
is-
Tevin says, "Kiss this."
That's what I'm saying. That's a song that ran through my head momentarily.
Ashley says I'm a whiskey drinking SOB.
Yeah, right.
You don't even know what she's talking about. I know what she's talking about
I
by
don't
that statement.
care. I still know her, so I can laugh about it.
But you don't know.
So, Aaron, We got to ask you some serious questions.
Go ahead. You ask him some.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
All right.
I'm gonna shut up and let her finish it. Go
So
ahead.
no, we're not going to let me finish it.
Go ahead.
But I just wanted to ask you, like, who's some of the big stars that you've sang with? Like, have you sang with any? And if not, like, who do you want to sing with? Who do you want to share a stage with?
You know, I mean, I have, as I was saying, I haven't played out live yet. So, you know, eventually it'd be great to get there. But if I had to start picking some people to sing with, I mean,
Yeah.
oh man, that's tough. Are we talking indie or are we talking mainstream here?
Mainstream. We're talking people that you would, you know, think that
Your favorite and
your favorite
major artist.
artists out there, you know,
Yeah.
the big guys.
No, I would love to get rowdy with Eric Church on stage.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be
Eric
good.
Church would be good.
Down some beers, some shots, you know, do some yelling, some fists, you know, pointing at the crowd, yelling at them.
Yeah.
Like he does. And I think Kenny, you know, I've seen some of his shows, and I think he puts on a great show. He would be great to go out and sing. I think a good duet to sing with, man. I have a list.
Julie Roberts, my girlfriend.
Hey, Aaron.
Well, right?
Hey, Aaron.
I said Julie Roberts, my girlfriend.
He said, right?
Hey, Aaron. Your fiance's in the chat room.
Oh, she is. Oh.
How you
hey,
doing, Stephanie?
You better, hey, Stephanie. I'm trying to keep him in line, but it just
She
ain't
says
working.
She's from Dallas. She's in Dallas. That's cool.
I was gonna have to say, you know, for my main duet, if I had to choose anyone, it would be like Miranda Lambert.
Oh, there you go.
I want to know, does anybody really know how young Kenny was when he lost his hair? That's what I want to know.
He lost his hair at age 18.
Was it 18?
I think it's about 18.
Because I had an aunt. Do what?
He's always had a hat on. You can't.
Right,
no
I
one
know.
knows.
Exactly. So nobody really knows when he did lose his hair. I had an aunt
It was 18 years old. That's
my grandpa lost his when he was 29. My aunt, her hair turned white when she was like in her 20s. So it can be happening. And of course, me, I shave my head, so I'm naturally bald. I just don't like growing. No, my hair won't grow because it's whenever I get it long, whenever it gets long, it curls, and I can't stand that. I look like the little orphan Annie boy.
You look like Shirley Temple.
Yeah, right.
Some ladies are into that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not. I think it would look kind of funny if I had curly hair, especially with this beard now that I've grown. I don't know. People are digging that bald look with my beard. I got a my dad's brother, my uncle. He's about my height and probably about my build, and his beard is white, and he plays Santa Claus every year. But what he likes culture stuff and things like that. He has like beads and voodoo stuff that he dresses up with during Halloween. Oh my God, is he? I mean, he looks like something from the dead when he dresses up. He does. I swear to God. And he was in the Navy, and it looks cool. So we've always wondered how come I look more like him than my dad. So we kind of wondered. But what are you telling me this for?
Nothing.
Get on there and talk.
Hey, I got a question for you guys. Who?
Uh-oh, he's got a question. Stephanie, look out. He's got a question for us.
It's pretty important. It's a pretty big one.
Okay.
Patriots or Falcons?
What's that now?
Patriots or Falcons?
Oh, Atlanta, all the way. I'm tired of hearing of Tom Brady. They need to deflate him right down the tube.
I'm with you.
There you go. Give that man the clap right there.
I'm calling it right now. I've been watching the Falcons since the beginning of the year, and they look darn good. And I think they are the only team that could probably beat the Patriots this year. And it's going to be close, and I think they're going to pull it out. Tom Brady's going to have a couple problems,
I think
still a
he's
couple
going to
of
have a
exceptions.
couple few problems, and I think Atlanta's going to blow him out because Atlanta is coming with a vengeance. They got something to prove, and Patriots don't, because they've been in this situation 7 times now, and they could care less. But the Falcons are coming with a vengeance. They got something to prove, and I even picked Clemson beating Alabama because I picked it. Yes, I did. I picked it 2 weeks before, and I even picked the score within. What was it, 3 or 4 points, something like that?
4 points.
Yep, I even picked the score too, and I was so glad about that because.
See, if you would bet on it, you would bet a minute here.
I know, right? You don't see nobody from Alabama running their mouth on the Facebook no more.
No, they're not. That is
Nope.
So true.
But yeah, I'm hoping Atlanta just kicks a snot at them. I think they will though. But because I think it'll be a good thing.
Definitely hope so.
What what else you play besides the guitar? I think you've told me that before.
No, actually, the only thing that so first of all, I always call myself more of a producer, engineer, songwriter before I call myself a guitar player, singer.
Right.
So, once again, I think that goes back to that's how much I've been spending more time on that lately. So currently, that is all that I play. I can play a little bit of piano, not too much, but that's usually why. I mean, I'll make some connections and talk with some people and get actual pros in to play on my stuff. You know, some actual studio musicians instead of me trying to pound on some keys like a monkey. You know.
Right.
How long you been singing?
Since I was a knee high to a grasshopper. I mean, I think I started in church.
That's cool.
And then all the way up through school and all that good stuff. I was told that my very first song was singing in between my dad's knees in the El Camino, driving in the middle of nowhere, Iowa, between the cornfields to the song "The Outfield," "Your Love," and I think of like 3, and the only thing I kept singing was "Night Night," but that was the first song I ever sang. So.
Yeah, I played behind my dad when I was 3 with a plastic guitar.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, and I can't remember. He was playing they was doing like Wipeout and all that.
A plastic guitar. I didn't know those things had strings.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, it had plastic strings.
What did it sound like?
Bum, bum,
Like
bum, bum,
doing,
bum.
doing, doing.
Sound like plastic to me.
So, do you write your own music, or your own lyrics, or
Yeah.
do you
yeah,
do you have co-writers, or?
The majority of my songs the first draft was written by myself, and then, I would talk to the musicians in the studio and get their opinion on some things, and my co-producer out in Los Angeles, Patrick Burkholder, it wasn't until one of these songs I'm going to release this summer is called Number 7 Line. I ended up having a buddy who actually grew up in my hometown. He's a country singer as well. He lives in Nashville now, but he was out in Los Angeles, and he helped me co-write one of these songs that you'll hear later this summer. I'm starting to build that out now. It's more fun to write music with other people, But
Oh yeah.
But then you never know. It's like if they go somewhere and like, hey, I remember that song. Let's throw it on this track or whatever. I mean, that's how Nashville works, right? It's all about who you know and then what you know.
True.
And obviously your talent and what you can do. And that's always been my main goal, is to be a songwriter. And so I started reaching out to other artists and see if they'd like to write something. I mean, in this day and age with technology, I mean, shoot, you pull up a Skype session, or I can record a file on my phone and send it off, and the next day they've added something to it. It's a really interesting time in the audio engineering or music industry world.
Yeah, the technology is phenomenal, and the social media is what's bringing it to another level, I think.
Yeah, I mean, look at us. We're talking right now because we met through social media.
That's right.
Technology's great.
It's like everything great
Technology
seems to
is
happen
gr-
right
te-
now through
well,
social
but,
media.
But technology's good, but technology can also be the death of the world too.
yeah,
you
but
got to
it's
remember
good right now.
But you have no. But listen to me. You're not understanding what I'm trying to say. You have to realize that everything in the world is connected with a computer. Your electric, your phone, your water, everything.
Yeah.
So it's not just music, and it's just not internet. We're talking everything. So yes, the highway of information, the internet, is going to be the success of the world, or it's going to be the death of the world. Either way, that's what's going to happen.
Pretty much, though, in music, it's taking it to the level that we need it to be.
Well, yeah. Well, no, but
Out of the hands of
right,
all
but
the
if
corporate.
you look, but if you look at it though, there's a lot of people that's going back in time because they like the sounds of
This
the
is
old
true.
45s and
Yes.
the 33s and stuff like that.
Siobhan
So we're
and-
actually going backwards a little bit
Yeah.
at the same time as we're supposed to be going forward, too.
Well, I think that's pretty cool, though. A lot of these artists are actually loving the old country and bringing it back to life.
Right, yeah.
I think it's wonderful.
Well, yeah,
So what do you think about that?
Well, I think what they're doing is they're also they're bringing the old stuff back, but they're also
Revamping it.
they're digitizing it
Right.
to they're finagling it because to try to make it sound better or different or something like that. But like I said, there's still a lot of. I mean, they're even bringing back record players. They're building more record players now because a lot of people decided not to get rid of their records, and now they want to hear their music again on a 45.
Yeah,
or,
after
or a
many of them
33.
sold them at garage sales.
Yep. Did you ever have any records like that, Aaron, that you wish you'd never gotten rid of?
I actually didn't. I didn't have records. I grew up on.
Oh, come on!
CD.
Are you trying to say I'm old? You're only a couple
old.
years younger.
He did not come
Oh,
from
don't
that
even
era.
go there. Don't even go
But
there.
he's saying he did not come from that era.
I'm saying I got CDs. I never got records because I didn't own a record player. So
How far
that's
can you?
what I'm
Okay, how far can you go back?
saying. For the CDs that I got.
Well, no, I'm talking about as far as music. How far from what they were recorded on? How far can you go back that you can remember?
8-track.
Okay,
Wow,
okay,
that's not
so
too bad.
That's okay. So you're doing good then, yeah. Well, yeah, that's
was 80s.
because I can remember when 8 tracks were out.
That was 80s.
Jeez, yeah,
Late 70s,
8-track
early
was
80s.
80s.
Yeah, yep.
So you're an 80s baby.
In a
that's
70s Mercedes, or no,
Yeah,
an
I don't-
80s baby and a 70s Ford.
Oh, it's so true.
Oh, I just gave you a country song. You need to go and think on that, son, and write that lyric to that song because that could be a hit. Because what's her face did the 80s what was 90s babies and my 80s Mercedes? No, how does it go?
80 babies.
80s my Mercedes. Yeah,
Mercedes.
I think
I'm a
I'd have some
90s
copyright-
baby in my 80s Mercedes. Yeah, that's right.
Say what?
I'd have some copyright issues with Maren Morris, I think.
Probably.
No, because if he writes his own lyrics, I'm an 80s. Let's see, I'm an 80s
Baby.
baby in a 70s pickup. There you go. That's perfect.
He'd have to get more creative than that. His music
I
right
would.
now
I'd
some good dancing music too, moving music.
I'd do the parlay on that, and I would put that on YouTube. And we could film that too,
Jeez.
Milford.
Yeah.
We should do that. I'm an 80s baby in a 70s pickup truck.
Oh Lord.
Nailed it.
That don't
It
sound
might
right.
work. It might work. I'm telling you.
I'm an 80s hiccup and a Ford pickup.
What do you think, Stephanie? You think it'd work?
Yeah,
Come on.
Steph, tell
Come on,
us
Steph.
about it.
Tell us. Give us a thumbs up. You think it would work? We probably done scared her off.
Ashley says a 90s baby in an 80s Mercedes.
Yeah,
But,
that was,
yeah,
that
but-
was
That was a song.
that was the song. Yeah, but we're making up our own.
I know. So Stephanie just showed
I-
up and she's
I
gone
think
now.
I think she done.
She want to make sure you stay in line.
Yep, she wanted to.
She's checking in on you,
She's
Eric.
flying in and flying out.
Yeah.
Oh, no, there she
there
is.
she
Might want to let that cook a bit.
Ain't that the truth?
Cook a while, huh? Needs to cook, and then somebody needs to turn it around.
So when you guys getting married? When do I get to come to Fort Lauderdale and do your wedding?
We're not going to Fort Lauderdale.
Where are you going?
We're having it back in Colorado.
Nice.
And,
It's too cold.
yeah.
Forget it. I'm not going there.
Well, it's September.
Well, that solves that, huh?
You know.
Shot him down real quick.
I see how you are. So you guys are going back up. What is it going to be this year? You're going back up to Colorado?
No, it's next year. We're giving us some time to get it all figured out since we are doing it remotely with getting everything all figured out. So plenty of time. We're in no rush. We already know we love each other and we'll be with each other the rest of our lives. So we'd rather take our time, not be stressed, and make sure, it's done right.
No, she's not stressed. She lives on an airplane 7 days a week. What are you talking about?
Well,
Yeah.
No, five.
sounds
5
right.
days a
Sounds
week.
like you guys are doing it right.
She could become a permanent paratrooper as much as she lives on an airplane. Because I don't think I'd want to.
Sure.
I don't think I'd want to be on a plane that much. I bet you they probably don't like her because she probably uses up a lot of frequent flyer miles. She probably gets all
almost free.
Yeah, she pretty much flies free. They said we got a bed
that's
made
right.
for you in the back of the tail there. Just come on in and lay down and relax, and we'll get you where you're going.
That's why we like it. That's for sure.
I know, right? Yeah, because you guys can fly back home pretty much anytime you want, really.
You nailed it. That's exactly right.
I'm trying to get platinum status
Yeah,
on all major airlines.
I don't blame you there.
So true. That is actually one of our goals is to travel a lot. And actually this weekend, so I don't know if you've seen on my website, but I have this whole blog, I guess you could say, of, like I was saying, I fell in love with the area. So I wrote this blog called Caribbean Expedition, which
I think I've seen a little bit of it.
Yeah, it's like my insight on things. So I went to, Dominican. I put on there, what happens. Or here's a suggestion of go horseback riding, or maybe go to Key West. I went kayaking. Like here was my experience.
There you go,
this is what you can expect. And this weekend we're actually going to St. Thomas.
Oh, you have?
St.
Do
Thomas
you
sounds
own
nice.
you guys own kayaks?
We don't yet, but we're about to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you might want to hold off on that because
Yeah,
I'm going to
because
tell you
water's gone.
today. Today they just announced that they're trying to pass a bill where they're going to make every kayak, canoe, and wakeboard be licensed just like a regular boat.
Yep.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
Nope.
Ooh, have you seen where they got the glass kayaks? Not the glass, but the see-through kayaks that you could see.
Glass bottom.
Yeah, that you could totally see the water and everything.
Yep.
I think that's amazing.
But why
So,
would it be
I
glass?
read online the reason why they were doing that is because they want to limit the amount of people on the water.
Oh, yeah.
And by doing that way, they're obviously going to generate revenue, and they'll keep track of this.
Right,
There'll be people that will go do it. I understand because I live right next to the New River in downtown Fort Lauderdale. And there's
Right,
all
yeah.
these yachts going up and down. And,
Right.
if you watch from my balcony, there's always paddleboarders and kayakers. And I
But
can
the
see
prob-
why they're a little concerned.
The problem is that's going to hurt on a lot of small businesses because around here, and especially over like in New Smyrna Beach and Daytona, a lot of small businesses rent the wakeboards or they rent the kayaks or the canoes and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
well, you rent
and
them all
Wekiva, that's going to put Wekiva under because
Ooh, I hadn't thought about that.
yeah, everybody
Because
on the
there's
Wekiva
some
River,
places-
Kings
Eh,
Landing.
yeah, Kings
Kings
Landing.
Landing.
Wekiva River is always there's not a day that you can't go out there that it ain't
And
loaded
it's nice
with kayaks.
and cheap too.
Yeah, it ain't loaded
Yeah.
with kayaks or
Families
canoes.
love to go out and just
So yeah, that's
Enjoy the day.
Some I understand what you're talking about. Some places it's going to hurt, and some places will probably help a little bit. But I think it more or less will hurt the smaller people than
people.
I
the
think
little
they
people
should
instead
do
of
it
the
to
big
the
people.
bigger areas instead of the small areas.
Well, I don't know though. But
I
it's
guess
see
you're
really
right.
you can't really doesn't make a difference because the St. Johns River you can have. I mean, there's certain places where you got the kayaks and the canoes on it, even with the bigger boats. So it doesn't make a difference where you go. Really, you're always going to have somebody mingled in with each other, unless they did that. Unless they only designated certain areas, but then if you're on the ocean or the beach or whatever,
Yeah.
you really can't. You can't really designate certain areas over in there, but Yeah, so it'll be a pain. What's up, Francis? But let's see, Stephanie. I'm trying to get platinum. Okay, so we know Stephanie's still listening. Listen, what'd you get her for Valentine's Day?
You mean you wasn't around to get her anything? You should have sent her at least a
Valentine's
rose.
Day was yesterday, right?
No. What?
You had to think about that one for a second.
See, you had to think about it all the way around. You must be drinking some good-ass wild turkey.
I know, right?
He's doing 101.
Stephanie, he's home on the couch, curled up with 50 Shades of Grey, drinking wild turkey.
Oh, no.
He's ready for you.
Yeah.
And now he's going to be thinking about that Valentine's Day.
He will. He'll probably. I guarantee he's probably got a calendar right in his hand right now, saying, "When the hell is this on Valentine's Day?" It's on the 14th. Remember that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we all know.
Oh, see, if I had
just trying to mess with him.
said something, he'd probably forgot about it.
He would
Yeah,
never
she is.
forget.
I know.
Oh no, he won't forget it because I guarantee Stephanie wouldn't let him forget.
Of
Trust me.
course.
It's so true.
Most definitely. So, all right. Well, listen. I know you're sitting there chilling out and everything. What? Give us an idea when you're gonna have. I'll check that new song that you emailed to me and check it out and see what's up with that. And then,
Do you have any more music we can get other than that?
he's only got.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I sent you 3 emails with two older ones and then one new one.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Nobody else has listened to it. It hasn't debuted. You are the only ones with it.
Okay.
So there you go. Enjoy.
Whatever you. Hey, I don't care whatever you want me to play, man. Send it. I'll play
Yep. And we play 24 hours a day.
it. Yep.
So
yeah, whenever.
Absolutely. And feel free to play any of them. I just appreciate the opportunity to chat with you guys and hang out and have a
thank
good time,
you very
talk
much.
about nonsense, and just enjoy each other's company and reach out to the fans out there that love country music. And
That's right. Well, do we need to tell Stephanie now that you are planning a play date to come up here while she's on the road? So Stephanie, just let you know, Aaron is planning a play date to come up here while you're on the road one week, so he can do a live show with us and even probably go. I don't know, see if we can't get him a gig or maybe even go do karaoke too. So
there you go.
We'll do some karaoke. But tell everybody real quick where they can get your music at and where they can find you.
Yeah, so best place is at my website, which is aaronhaugland.com, which is AARONHAUGLAND. The worst last name to spell, I know. But anyways, aaronhaugland.com. And you can get everything on there. Sign up for email blasts. And, I like to do fun things. Of, when I go to, Key West, St. Thomas, I'll bring something back. And, I'll just say, hey, let's do a little contest. I'll send you a hat or something. And or maybe every once in a while I'll give away a free song. So you never know what will happen if you come to my website. So I really appreciate it if you do.
Okay,
Awesome.
yeah, sounds good. Yeah, we love free stuff here, man. It's all good.
Yeah, go out there and check some of my stuff out there too, Aaron.
Yeah, Milford, he's a music artist too, so make sure you check him out.
Yeah. Where do I have to go, Mil?
You can actually go. I sent you right here on Facebook, right here on inside here. You can actually go to Reverb Nation, or you can go to YouTube, or you can go. I'm all over the internet. I got all over the internet.
Perfect.
That's right, Milford Kirkland Jr. So make sure you go check it out, and he's all right for a rural king guy, whatever his name is. He plays with horses during the day.
Yeah, I take people on trail rides.
And then he sings at night.
And then he tries to sing to his horses, and they run like crazy.
No, they stay there and listen. I don't want to hear it.
Milford, as long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
That's right.
Hey, I'm happy whatever I do.
Well, it was
There you
nice
go.
having you on here.
Hey, it's very nice chatting with you, Tammy. I don't know how you put up with these two. But
Oh, from the girls, but from you, come on.
No. Thank you.
Jeez.
One up for me. Yeah.
That's it. You're fired.
Who, me or him?
You.
Oh, he says that every time.
I got to keep him because he's the one that's paying the bills.
Yeah. I'm not scared.
All right, buddy. We appreciate you talking with us,
Yep.
and
You have a good evening.
I'll be talking to you soon, and let you know what I think about your new songs. Okay.
Stephanie, you take
we'll
care.
catch up soon. And I'll be hanging out here tonight with you guys.
Okay.
So I'll
All right.
out
All right, man. Good deal.
Right. Thank you, guys.
All right, bud. Talk to you
All
soon.
right.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, right, Ashley. How many times are they going to fire me? Almost every show.
I can't get rid of her. She just keeps coming back.
Yo, meanie.
When I fire her, if Milford's coming over here, she won't let him come over without her.
That's right.
So.
Well, he does reside with me, so you know.
So.
Corporate must get tired of seeing her application.
I do. Trust me.
Oh, shut up.
I get way tired of it.
He doesn't get to see my application.
Because I already know enough about you to make a decision. I'm looking for a certain song because I loaded up a bunch of new ones. And then we'll be calling
Mr. Tim McDonald.
Tim McDonald here in a few. Let me see here.
So that was cool that Stephanie came in
Yep.
from where she was. So we had that many
She's
more
in the
people.
Big D and don't mean Dallas.
All right.
You don't know that.
Check this out. We're going to play this new song. This is a gentleman here. If everybody's on Facebook, they know who this guy is because he's always on Facebook playing at nighttime. His name is Mickey Lanapinelli or something like that. Labonte. And so he's a little bit of outlaw country.
Oh, he's
so
awesome.
Check
His
him out right
music's
here.
awesome.
We'll be back. Stay tuned.
Well, what has this country come to? Well, I know I'm locked and loaded, and you should be too. I keep my family safe, hey, from that bad, bad man. There's a line you better toe, 'cause I'm always locked and loaded. If you break into my house, I'll fill you with lead. 2 to the chest and 1 to the head. I keep my family safe, hey, from that bad, bad man. There's a line you better toe, 'cause I'm always locked and loaded. Time to pull that trigger. All you shitheads that hurt kids, there's just one cure for you. A shotgun to the chest and a shallow grave will do. We keep our kids safe, hey, from that bad, bad man. There's a line you better toe, 'cause I'm always locked and loaded. Our American soldiers won't think twice. All you terrorists, take heed. Gonna put you on ice. Keep our country safe, hey, from that bad, bad man. There's a line you better toe, 'cause red, white, and blue's locked and loaded. There's a line you better toe, 'cause the red, white, and blue's locked and loaded. It's all Second Amendment now.
WBCW.
Lock and loaded.
Lock and loaded. Yeah, Mickey Lamantia. I guess I'd say Lamantia.
Yeah.
You sure?
I believe so. That's
He
right
don't
there.
look Italian, that's for sure. Okay.
That's a hell of a damn song too.
Man, I love that song. I'm like almost every single song that he sings is so good.
Why are you trickling? Yeah. I like this guy. I think, like we were saying,
He should be famous.
Well, I'm sure he'll get there, but he's in the group with Chris Stapleton and
Yes.
Jimmy Johnson and
Rowdy Johnson.
and Rowdy.
Rowdy Johnson's he's so good too.
Yeah, definitely. Let me see here real quick.
Can I have a potato chip?
I guess so.
I just want one.
Whatever. You can't eat just one.
All right, two. Two little ones.
Here's a new artist for us. Let's this is Aaron Stoll. I guess that's how you say it. Stool. It's called "I Want to Live Like That." What is it?
Stole.
Stoll. That's what I said. Stoll.
You
Or
said
did I say-
stall.
Oh, I said Stoll. Stoll. Stoley.
Stooley.
Yeah, Stool. So it's Aaron Stoll, and I Want to Live Like That. Hang tight. We're going to play this one real quick, and then we're going to give Tim a shout, and we're going to talk to him a bit. So stay tuned.
I wanna learn from my mistakes. I wanna give back what I take. I wanna be there for my friends. I wanna always make amends. I wanna live like that. I wanna laugh right out loud. I wanna make my mama proud. I wanna have the strength to cry. I wanna always wonder why. I wanna live like that. I wanna love that way. I don't wanna be afraid. Open up my heart. Cherish every day with every breath I take. I wanna live like that. I wanna walk where things grow wild. I wanna see my baby smile. I wanna grow up gracefully, gather shells beside the sea. I wanna live like that. I wanna love that way. I don't wanna be afraid. Open up my heart. Cherish every day with every breath I take. I wanna live like that. I wanna love that way. I don't wanna be afraid. Open up my heart. Cherish every day with every breath I take. Ooh, I wanna live like that. With every breath I take, I wanna live like that. Ooh, I wanna live that way. I wanna live like that.
WBCW Wednesday night sit on tailgate. And, all right. Why is this thing taking forever?
You charged that thing all night long. How in the hell did it go dead? Oh, you did? How did it sound?
What went,
Yeah?
what went dead?
His phone?
Oh.
which never goes dead. Unless he's on it all day.
He's on it all night.
No, I said day. Don't say night. I'll be freaking in that damn room trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
What do you mean? You guys sleep right next to each other.
Well, it doesn't matter. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I gotta get away. I'll be like,
sometimes I gotta get away.
Sometimes I'm gone.
And she's gone.
She's gone.
She's gone.
To get a little bit dirty.
Yeah, to get a little bit dirty. So I don't rock the boat too much.
In a 19 Ford 70.
That's right. So I don't be rocking the boat. I'll be rocking my bed.
Don't knock the bed over. Rock the boat. Don't knock the bed
With
over.
My turbocharge.
That's right. Tammy is converted from batteries to solar power.
The hell is solar power? I'm staying on the electric.
I don't know. Solar power works for days
Yeah,
and days
I watched
and days.
Haunted.
Huh?
I forgot it. It was on BC.
What? Well, yeah, I gotta go.
He said. She said, "Watch Hunted."
Hunted. That's that.
God, it was
That's that new show that just came on. This season, it's the first season. What it is they picked 15 couples or 15 people, and they have to disappear. I mean, fall off the face of the earth.
Really?
Everything. They got to get rid of credit cards,
Yeah,
social media, everything.
I kinda-
And then they get these people that are supposedly the best investigators and hunters out there, and they have to go and find these people. If they can't find them, then I guess they win a bunch of money or something like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
I can disappear real quick. Just put me on a horse. You'll never find me.
Well, now see,
Imagine
you just
so.
said you'd
You
never.
just said it,
You just said what you were going to be riding.
right? And what you're going to be doing.
Yep. So you know you're on a
Pretty
horse.
much where you're going to be.
Right.
because
So yeah, and there's
Well-
only a few other places around the world that a horse could go to that you could probably hide. Would be in the mountains or the desert. So yeah, you'd be surprised. This show's kind of cool because if you sit there and listen to what they say, if you listen to little things that people say, that's how
Yeah, I know.
they taught that in the fire department too, especially with us, because you want to listen to what the patient tells you and this and that. If somebody's hurting, what you're always listening to what people say, and little things like that'll catch on and it'll make you think. So Ashley says she's addicted to it.
Really, I haven't watched any of it, which I don't ever watch anything.
Yeah, it just
anyway.
started this season. I think this is what, the second or third night, something like that. But it's supposed to be pretty good. All right, let's see. Let's call Mr. Tim. Let's call Mr. Tim.
Miss Tim.
Mr. Tim.
Did we hear any of his music yet?
No, not yet. We'll do it after we listen to him.
We usually play one before.
Well, all right. Well, let's play. All right, let's play.
Is that
Tim.
way we know how good he is?
Hey, Jack.
If he ain't good, we ain't calling him. Trust me.
That's it.
Jack, be
Oh,
nimble. Jack, be quick.
We only talk to the good ones.
I need to get rid of that one. Okay.
Yeah, I always say, hey, Jack. I'm not going to say hi, Jack.
Oh, well, I just did.
Oh, Tammy.
Hi, Jack. I
Yeah.
fell for it. I don't normally either. I forgot.
Yeah.
Don't
She-
give me no
she-
dirt to dirt. I'm drinking, so I just might
She done
excuse-
hijacked the chat room.
Who?
You.
What do you mean, who? You got that owl in your pocket
I think.
with the vibrator?
Not the vibrator.
Oh, yeah, with the stiff rabbit.
Not doing all that. You get me excited. When you shake your head and make all that noise.
I know.
Do what? What was
I know
that?
she ain't right.
Oh, I'm right. You ain't right. You're the one that ain't right, buddy boy. Don't even go there.
One of these days, I'm going to be driving to y'all's house, and I'm going to see the lights on the house start flickering. And I'm going to think, yep, I know what Tammy's doing.
Overload.
She's got got
No,
it.
I'm
She
not.
got it plugged in.
That's not going to say much for you, is it? So I would hush up if I was you. So
All right, I'm trying to find. I got his song here. I guess I should have had this loaded up first. Huh?
how's it going there, Jack?
What's up, Mr. Jack? Okay, I got it right here.
We're doing interviews, Jack. We just got done talking to Aaron Haugland, and we're fixed to talk with Mr. Tim McDonald.
Yes, we can do. Let's do. No, we don't want that one. Let's do. That one. Do we want that one? No. Let's not do that one. Let's do this one here. This one's called "Living Worth Living."
Living worth living?
Yep. Yeah. I swear to God.
Living worth
Okay.
livers.
And this is
Living Worth Living.
this is one of his latest new songs. He's the one that did the Wobble Gobble song for Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so you know who it is. We'll be back. Hang tight. As soon as we get done with this, we'll have him on the phone. Bye.
Sitting here on the south end of Old Hickory Lake, trying to cram as much of your love in this old suitcase. If you knew how much I miss you every time I hit the road, the next few weeks a lonesome highway is my home. There's a reason. Every night that I'm away from you buys one more I can spend on you. It's the insanity that keeps me sane. I miss my kids and miss my wife. That's a drag, but that's my life. I'm giving more than I've been given. But in the end, I want to make a living worth living. I keep a house full of memories inside my head. I take them with me to every town I've ever been. I walk through to every room until it's time to sing. And when I hit that stage, I forget about everything that keeps me going. Every night that I'm away from you buys one more I can spend on you. It's the insanity keeps me sane. I miss my kids and miss my wife. That's a drag, but that's my life. I'm giving more than I've been given. But in the end, I want to make a living worth living. I've realized I've been giving more than living to make life worth living. 'Cause every night that I'm away from you buys one more I can spend on you. It's the insanity keeps me sane. I miss my kids and miss my wife. That's a bitch, but that's my life. I'm giving more than I've been given. But in the end, I want to make a living worth living. Sitting here on the south end of Old Hickory Lake, my favorite part of leaving is coming back to a living worth living.
WBCW. Guess we're making a phone call. Ring, ring, ring.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Ring, ring, ring.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Hello?
This is Domino's Pizza. Did you order an 18-inch cheese pepperoni pizza, sir?
Along with a sub?
Yes, I did. And am I the 10th caller?
You're the 10th caller. Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, you want a big trip for big country.
No, not with me. I ain't got no money. What are you talking about?
I just want a trip down to Florida where you guys are at.
There you go.
Now, where exactly? You're up in Nashville, right?
I'm in Nashville, yeah.
And it's snowing there, so I know you're freezing.
Well, it's not quite snowing, but it could be warmer.
It could, well, yeah, because I think somebody said today it was what'd they call it? They didn't call it snow. They didn't call it rain. They called it not. It wasn't sleet either. So it was kind of like, I don't know, like a slushy type.
Yeah, it's naining.
Oh, it's not
snaining
good.
out
Snaining?
That's the stuff you don't want to get out in.
Yeah, rain and snow normally don't mix.
No, and nothing mixes here. You know, you don't want to drive on the roads if you have any type of precipitation period in Nashville.
Oh, I know
Yeah,
it.
right.
Most
just
people
don't do
don't
it.
even work or nothing when it even sprinkles. They don't work around Nashville because I was living around there for a while, and we couldn't get nothing done, man. If there was bad weather, forget it. Nobody'd show up.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why they call it the volunteer state, because no one volunteers for anything around here.
That's funny.
Maybe it's because that's their way of advertising. They're looking for volunteers.
Yeah, that's right.
So what's
We're
new
looking
there,
for-
Mr. Tim McDonald? What you been up to? What's the good word in Nashville?
Well, the good word is I've been on a 2-week radio tour, and I just got home Sunday night, and I'm having my first little break, and then I'm going out next week. So to recap, basically 2 weeks ago, I went on a tour to Oklahoma and Kansas
Right.
for a week solid, and I did a bunch of radio stations all over from Muskogee, Oklahoma, up to Dodge City, Kansas, and then from there I went to Vicksburg, Mississippi. I played 2 nights at the casino there, the Waterview Casino, and then I came home enough time to wash my clothes, do a vocal demo session. And then I headed out to Kentucky, and I did Kentucky and Virginia all last week, and then headed back, did a show here in Nashville, went to Alabama Saturday and Sunday, and I got back Sunday night, and now I'm trying to catch up.
Damn, I guess you are busy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds crazy.
It's pretty insane. It is crazy.
Hey, real quick, what's your Twitter account?
Twitter is T-Mac Country.
All right. Oh, I need that. Hold on. Wait. I'm trying to log this in here. T-Mac Country, right?
T-Mac Country. T-M-A-C-C-O-U-N-T-R-Y.
Hold on. Slow down. I don't think that fast. T-M-A-C...
C-O-U-N-T-R-Y.
C-O-U-N-T-R...
T-R-Y.
There it is. I got it.
T-Mac Country. Yeah.
I got it. I thought I...
Should have a picture of the flag
Yeah,
right behind
I thought
me.
I followed you. Well, I'm following you now, so okay, cool. All right.
So how are y'all doing? What are y'all up to?
Not a damn thing. Tammy's drinking and getting drunk, and Milford's just sitting here making horse noises.
Nice.
And I'm
That's what he always
eating
does.
potato chips.
Right?
Nice.
Playing some of this good music you guys keep making.
But you know what? While we got people that's listening that probably didn't hear your last interview because we just talked to you around Thanksgiving because you gave me the gobble wobble.
The gobble wobble, baby.
Oh, that was
That's
so
right.
much fun. That was a cool song.
yes,
know,
it's a good song. I like it.
We had
Man,
fun
I thought
with it.
Well, I thought of that song 5 years before I wrote it because no one ever writes a Thanksgiving song. So by the time I was getting ready to write it, Thanksgiving had passed. And, I guess it's applicable to any holiday where you have, Thanksgiving dinner or turkey, And
It's
so
just turkeys all the
finally,
way around.
turkeys all the way around, man. A lot of turkeys here. I got 2 turkeys that live in my house with me.
Oh,
I
no.
got 2 sitting here.
Well, we hate to ask about that now.
I hope those are real turkeys and not of the human species.
Well,
Because you might be
because you're
sleeping
in
on you might
trouble.
be sleeping on the couch or in the doghouse tonight, and it's cold outside.
Yeah. So you better be nice.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and it won't be Lady Gaga singing to you either.
Or it be, honey, won't you open that door? It's cold outside. You sleep on the floor.
Or better yet, he'll be singing, "There's a stranger in my house."
That's right. Exactly. And it's strange, how a blind man wrote that song. What creeps me out even more.
I know, right?
Yeah, Ronnie Millsap did that one good.
I know, exactly. A lot of those blind guys wrote a lot of songs about visual things, and you wonder how they kind of knew what they're writing about. But
definitely.
They see better when they're blind when they're actually have eyesight.
Yep.
That's right. But Ronnie Millsap's, he's being a piano player because that's my main instrument. He's kind of a
right. Yeah.
He's him and Jerry Lee, Phil Vassar, a couple of those guys. Really big.
He's a heck of
and also look at Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to, but I mean, even though Stevie don't do country, but still, I mean,
Ray Charles.
And Ray Charles, yeah. I mean, them guys there. I mean, if you're blind and learn how to play like that, I mean, you can pretty much put your mind to doing anything.
Yeah, then you got Blind Joe that played the guitar.
Yep. Well, you know what, Blind Joe though from The Voice, I think he got that. He hasn't been blind all his life, has he?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then somebody taught him that way because if you remember the Jeff Healey band.
Yeah, Jeff Healey.
Jeff Healey used to play the guitar just like that.
Yeah.
Laying on his lap like that. Kind of like a steel guitar type.
There's a guy here in Nashville that does that too. I don't know what it is. I don't. Maybe it's easier to.
It's probably
almost like they play it like a piano.
Right, yeah. Well, and it's probably easier for them that way. They don't have to worry about strapping on with a strap around their neck and stuff like that.
Strap on. Strap on. The strapper. That's wrong on so many levels.
All right.
And now a word from our strapper, Mr. Tim McDonald.
Our sponsors.
Now a word from our sponsors, the strapper.
Our sponsors, yeah.
Brought to you by the Strappers.
That's great.
So what's going on in Nashville? I see. Are you gearing up for a CMA Fest? Are you going to the CMA Fest this year?
Actually, I'm not sure yet. CRS is happening, which y'all should go to. It's a country radio seminar. It's going to happen at the end of the month. I'll actually be at Floribama.
That's a good place to play, too.
I'd rather come and see it at Floribama than going to the CRS
that sounds
thing.
like fun.
Y'all should come there. I'm actually going to be there with some good friends of mine. They're national recording artists out of Connecticut. And it's Lucinda and Michael band that plays there every year. And I'm going to go down there and
I think I
play
met
some
them
music
once.
with them. And
Really?
Now, tell me a little bit more about
this.
Tell me a little bit more about this CRS. What does that entail? Because this is the first.
CRS.
This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Well, it's the best kept secret ever.
Well, then somebody let the cat out of the bag because I know about it now.
Yes, CRS stands can't remember shit.
I know, can't remember shit.
Yeah. Well, in this case, it stands for Country Radio Seminar, and basically all the radio folks come into town, and the labels pretty much cater to their needs because we as artists and the record labels want the music to be played on the radios. So for 3 days, you just have all kinds of awesome concerts and parties.
What?
And
sounds
I need to find somebody that's in the higher up in the Nashville industry and give them a couple hard questions on the air. Ask them, well, tell me something. If the CRS is coming up, how do you feel about internet radio stations? And see what they have to say.
Yeah.
It's a very vital part nowadays, especially since you've got Clear Channel and all these stations that only accept top 40, or maybe not even top 100, probably top 40. And they won't have a lot of interviews unless you're someone that already has 5-10 hits.
Oh,
right.
really?
Yes.
They're not gonna see
So what's that's why. If you ever listen to any of my shows, that's why I get pissed off when I say Nashville industry as far as country music is crookeder than a freaking $2 bill. Because
well, it is,
It is because because they want to control everything and they don't want to give the small guy a chance. Now, I don't give a shit if you're Brad Paisley or Jerry Lewis or whoever. You know, they should give everybody equal time, because I'm telling you, Florida Country Radio in 5 years is coming up to Nashville, and we're going to be at CMA Fest, and we're going to put the biggest damn stage right in the center of Main Street. And we're going to bring all of our artists on there, and they're going to play for free, and it's going to be a whole damn good time for a week. And then we can tell them CRS people to go stick it where the sun don't lick it. because if it wasn't for us, their crap wouldn't get out, because now that everything is going digitally, and you can't really say that Clear Channel or Cox Radio or what's some of the other ones, iHeartMedia, yeah, you can't say that them guys are quote internet stations, because they're not. All they are is FM stations simulcasting on a damn broadband that's on the internet, to where you can go click on their link and listen to them live. So they're not a true internet radio station like we are.
Right. Well, that's the thing, you know, and everybody's doing grassroots, which is great, because, you know, I do a lot of these type of interviews, which I enjoy, you know, and you see Carol Ricketts is on there. She's a fan out of Coleman, Alabama.
Yeah.
Is she famous? Alabama. Is she famous?
What's that?
Is she famous?
No, she is famous around that area. Yeah, she's famous.
Well, maybe we need to get her more famous up to Nashville.
Yeah, she's infamous.
We all call her Dixie, but yeah, she comes to Nashville. She came up from
Dixie
my
girl.
show. And we'll probably have some other people. I know there's quite a few people listening. I don't know if they're going to sign in and chat or not, but if Bonnie's there, Bonnie should chat in. And
well, we got a lot of people that are listening, but a lot of them don't come into the room, because right now we're about 40 for listening right now.
So what does it cost to get in that Floribama? Or is it like a concert?
You know, I don't think it costs. I don't think it costs. I don't know, but I don't think it costs anything.
We'll find out. You don't think?
Carol said she got a bra at
Floribama. I was seeing up there, Carol.
Carol said she got a bra at Floribama.
Yeah, what they do?
You got a bra.
Well, I noticed when I was up there with Rowdy, and you walk in, there's a string. It goes all the way across in the center of the event, and where women threw their bras, take their bras off and throw them up there.
Really?
Yeah. But they still
I
got their
thought only
shirts
my
on.
friends did that. I got a couple of girlfriends.
Yeah, I played at Floribama last year, Tim.
Oh, okay.
Free to get in.
Yeah, with my buddy Rowdy Johnson.
Carol says it's
and along with Chris Moondog Hall.
I've never played there. I don't know if you guys ever played Shane Owens. Shane Owens is another new country artist. I'm going down there before. It's the last week in February, and I'm going down to write with him from about Monday to Wednesday, and then going over, and I'll be staying probably Wednesday night till Sunday. You know, and I'm only playing one show, but I'm going to write some songs with the artists I'm hanging out with, and I'm trying to find some more shows to book around it. You know, it's just one of those things.
What day is your show?
Let me look up on my website real quick.
I would love to go.
Yeah, Carol says she's number one fan of your band there, Tim.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. My latest motto is, if it ain't fun, I ain't doing it, which is on my new record that y'all have, I think. And that's kind of how I'm living life right now, you know?
That's awesome.
So,
the older you get, you more.
Yeah, we just got done playing "Living Worth Living" before we called you.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah, I heard that. I was listening to it. You know, I was like, man, that guy sounds pretty daggone good.
I know I do. I've already been told I'm the best damn DJ out on the airwaves.
We are not talking about you.
He ain't talking about you.
Yes, he is.
No, we're talking about his song.
Well, we're talking about that too. So
whatever.
Just let you know.
We're not talking about our sponsors. We're talking about the
exactly.
Yeah.
He knows that. He's just messing with us.
Yeah, I'm playing Friday the 24th, February
Friday.
24th.
Okay.
And that's there's a flyer out somewhere on my page. I have to find. I think I'm playing like at 7, and the band goes on it at 9.
Do you realize that's a good 8-hour trip from here?
So what? We can take a day.
I know.
We can
well,
go and it would be a blast.
you guys can go, but I can't because I got to get ready for Bike Week. Bike Week's like
you can't do 2 days, like one night and 2 days.
Plus we got to go to Middleburg.
We may go. Me and Milford.
They go.
Yeah, I think it's probably like 8 hours from here too.
Yeah, it's 8 hours from Orlando because you got to go 3 hours to Tallahassee, and then you got to go 4 hours across the peninsula.
You know, I used to deliver the Florida Sun with my grandpa down in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Oh yeah.
Are you
Cool.
familiar with that newspaper?
Yeah, the Sun's still around too.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. He used to pay me. We'd go watch the Cardinals when they had their spring training down there. I was a kid. I was a young kid.
A lot of spring training now happens around Disney because they got the Disney Wild World of Sports out there now. So they make it. They turned it into a big to do to where most of the teams around this area, because if you remember over in Haines City where they used to have baseball. What was it called? Baseball World or something like that. Where they had all them fields where all them teams came down in the spring. That's basically
Boardwalk baseball.
Boardwalk of baseball. Yeah, that's basically what they. That's basically what they did with Disney's Wild World of Sports. Is they took all them fields kind of and just threw them over there at Disney. Now they make it a big to do over there, and they get all the money over there and stuff like that. So, but
no, that's great.
Hey Tim, I just sent you a friend's request.
It's a beautiful area, man.
Milford said he just sent you a friend request.
Oh, all right. On the Facebook
Yes,
here?
sir.
I see it. All right, I have confirmed our friendship, my man.
A confirmed friendship there, over the air, mind you.
We're official.
Yeah, go check out some of my stuff, Tim. It's right there on Facebook.
All right.
And that's the first friendship that Tammy won't have to question Milford about.
Oh, stop it. They always harass me. Do not listen
We
to
do
anything they say.
not.
Yes, you do. All right, so
So now, Milford, since you're the jokester, you got to tell me how you got the first. Since you got the first half of your name, you got to explain that.
yeah, because everybody wants to say MILF, right?
See? I told
That's
you
so
it would
funny.
stick. Everybody knows about it now, baby.
Hey.
You are the MILF.
You know.
Jeez. I had to butt in of the joke right now.
Well, you know, it's not a bad thing because it may be two things that you like. Maybe you like MILFs and you like Fords.
There,
You know?
No.
So you just kind of stuck them together.
there you
No,
go.
I was named after my granddaddy, and my dad's named after him. It's a
I
family
got you.
name.
Hey, I'm allowed to say that because when you have a last name like McDonald, man, you know,
Yeah.
school is rough for me.
Oh, that's too funny.
Well, I could go by, like they used to say, I wonder where Stevie at, and I go by Stevie Wonder, the white version.
There you go.
Yeah, that's his middle name.
Yeah, we tried all kind of stuff before I finally came up with the MILF, because we even talked about Brokeback Mountain, too. So
I ain't going down that Brokeback Mountain. That shit ain't right.
Hey, you know,
Jeez.
did y'all hear there's a sequel to Brokeback Mountain coming out?
Oh,
No,
Lord.
what's it called? Shake and Bake?
Yes. It's a lesbian version called Fur Trader.
That was a good one.
Oh,
I like that.
Oh!
Oh, hold on. That deserves
Hey,
a clap
Carol,
right there.
they're never nice to me.
y'all can use that.
That's so
That
funny.
was good. Be nice
probably
to Tammy.
offended
Yeah,
We
Carol
are
said that.
always nice to
No,
Tammy.
you're not.
Listen,
And
I'm
I
getting
am
about
so
tired of this
glad
women's lib crap that's
I'm
been going
so
on for the
glad
last
to
2
hear
weeks. I'm tired of it. I'm
that-
done, and I'm
that
over
I
with
got
it.
girls out
When
there,
have you
girl
women
power.
ever lost your rights? You have
We
not
ain't
lost
talking
your
about
rights.
that. We're talking about your mouth.
No, my mouth has rights. So I'm talking
it
about your
runs
rights.
overtime.
Your rights were never taken away. So
All right, whatever. I don't want to hear it.
I'm just telling you. So Tim, what else is? Who have you played with out at Nashville? Or who do you actually record with? Because I know you record with a bunch of different people, but who have you played with?
Yeah, I'm currently I've got a parallel career going on, and currently I'm out with Pam Tillis. But I started out with Mark Chestnut, then I was out with him for a couple seasons, and I went out with Blake Shelton.
Yeah.
I'm in the More I Drink video with Blake, and then I moved to Austin for about 3 or 4 months and went out with a guy named Corey Morrow. He's a big Texas guy, Texas artist. Came back, went out with Olivia Newton-John in 2012, and I traveled the world with her, including the Sydney Opera House in Sydney, Australia. And then we went all over Asia, and then I came back to the States and went out with Hank Jr. for a little while.
Nice.
And,
I'd rather hang around
Yeah.
Hank.
How was that with Hank?
And it's,
Junior?
Hank's the coolest guy ever, because, Mark Chestnut gave me my first chance here, in Nashville. And Hank Jr. was one of his big influences. So when I got the gig, Hank's doing his thing. We're doing sound check, and management says, we're going to go introduce you to Hank, because we're going to let him know who's playing keys for him tonight. And, he may talk to you, may not say anything. And so I texted Chestnut, and I said, hey, man, I'm playing for one of your heroes. I'm playing for Hank. And he texted me right back, said, hey, man, tell Hank, I said, hey. And so when I went out to the bus, management, said, hey, Hank, this is Tim McDonald. He's going to be your piano player. And Hank didn't even look up. He's focused on something. And I just looked at him. I said, hey, man, I said, Chestnut told me to tell you, he said, hey. And he kind of looked up at me, and he looked down and smiled and shook his head and said, man, we had some fun times. So, that broke the ice. And so the coolest thing, when I played All My Rowdy Friends Are Coming Over Tonight, there's somebody that got video, because he never introduces the band or anything.
No,
pretty
he
much
doesn't.
does an hour and 15.
Yeah.
And, of course, they're mixing me drinks on stage and everything. And when I get to the solo in the middle, he says, get it, Tim. And somebody got it on video. And so I have it posted on my Facebook. So it's pretty cool, man. I had, and then, Hank told his management to tell me, that I lived up to the Williams family, of the way that I played piano. So I thought that was quite honorable for him to say that,
Last time we talked, wasn't you supposed to get us some interviews?
Yeah, I wish.
I thought you were working on Mark Chestnut for us, and possibly maybe Hank. Now Olivia Newton-John, I would love to do. I'd love to get an interview with her. Do you still got her phone number?
I have her. She went through management. That her and Hank, the rock stars they are, they go through management. I don't have their personal numbers. I've got Chestnut's personal number.
Oh, can you hook us up?
Actually, I could probably do that.
Oh, yes!
Well, that would
You
be
are the
awesome.
man.
I'll call Nut up and say, hey, man, this station down in Florida wants to do an interview. He's got a new record out, so I'm
It could
sure
be
he-
fun.
Oh, yeah, if you can get us
I
a new
miss
record,
Mark
too.
Chestnut sound.
Yeah, but he's a super guy. A lot of people meet him, they don't know how to take him, because he's kind of quiet, and when he talks, you listen up. Everything he says is pretty wise, but he's been a big influence in my entire career, and heck, we've done so much stuff together I can't even tell people. It's pretty awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I could
that would be
I could
so
try to
cool.
line that up. Of course, I can't guarantee anything, but
Well, I mean,
can
if you
certainly
guys
give
talk
it a
on a
shot.
regular basis, yeah, just kind of stick it in there and say, hey, you
yeah, I'll put a bug in his ear.
Yeah. Tell him we ain't got no money to offer him. We just want to talk to him.
Sure.
Yeah, 15,
Sure,
20
man.
minutes of his time.
Yeah.
Tell him I
And
could
that's
probably
really-
sell my house and send him $2, but that's
well,
about
we
it.
got a lot of people in Nashville and tech. Well, we're out to 7 countries, so
Yeah, Carol was saying, "Gone to Nashville, promote this station on Facebook."
All right, I got to pull this interview back up because I was looking for everything else. There we are.
Carol's saying, what, gone to Nashville?
Yeah, promote this station on Facebook.
yeah, that would be awesome. Yes.
There's that 20-second delay.
Oh, that's...
I'm trying to read what they're saying. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Don't know what means. Gone to Nashville?
She said,
Gone Nashville.
Oh, she said, go on Nashville.
She said she's going to promote. That's awesome, Carol. That would be so
There you
cool.
go. You promote us, girl. I love you forever.
Yes.
And you'll have a house to move to in Florida when you decide to retire.
Anytime you want to come
could
and
call
visit.
Carol.
yeah, she's a real estate agent.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
She's
okay,
got a
then
house right there
I'm
in
shit out of
Florida,
luck then, I
Florida.
guess.
There you go. You can call her Dixie. That's Dixie,
Dixie.
there from
Dixie.
yeah.
That's what we'll do. We'll call her Dixie.
You be my Dixie, I'll be your Tennessee man.
But you ain't even Tennessee. What are you talking
You're
about?
Ohio.
You're a darn Florida guy.
I know, I'm a Florida cracker.
All
No,
right, man.
you're rank.
You're a
You'll
rank.
be your Florida. You could
I'm
be
a
your Florida panhandler.
There you go.
Hey.
She'll be my panhandler.
No, she's a broker, real estate broker.
Oh, well, that's even better because them's the ones that's got the money.
Well,
The agents don't. The brokers do.
that's right. I'm a real
in fact-
estate agent myself, Carol, but not a broker, an agent.
If I had a college football team in Florida, I'd call it the Panhandlers. At least
Oh, that
somewhere
sounds
in the-
cool.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, you'd be panhandling them all over the place.
panhandlers.
Might as well. We ain't got enough college teams here. I mean, hell. Well, no. I think we're the only state that's got overabundance of college teams, probably.
Well, you got two, FSU and you got Miami. Those
Well,
are
yeah,
kinda
you
the
got
only-
FSU, Miami Gators. You got South
Yeah, you got Florida State.
Florida. Well, no, that's what we said.
Yep.
FSU. You got South Florida, University of South Florida, University of North Florida. You got
I'm not that,
FMU.
yep, FAMU, UCF. So yeah,
I'm
we
not
got
that familiar with those other ones.
we
but-
got well
but-
we do we get a lot of division. They're Division I, but they're the lower, like the American division. That's what UCF is in. But they've been playing Houston and they played Arkansas, so they've actually been playing some big teams. So they've been they were actually tried to get bumped into the Big 12 last year, but they decided not to bring them up, so they had to wait another year.
Yeah.
But
And Miami usually has a really good basketball team too.
yeah, their football team ain't done too swift here lately. Now, Miami Dolphins actually did pretty good this year. I was impressed. Miami,
Me too.
They've actually done something now. It's been pretty near 10 years
15,
almost.
About 15.
Yeah, since they've really done anything. But
Well, since Dan Marino, really, I was a big Dan Marino fan,
Right.
and so those days when they were winning all the time, and every team, because my team is I'm a Washington Redskins fan, and they've sucked for a long time,
right.
It's hard to watch sometimes, and Dallas too went through a period, but they've seemed to got it figured out now. They've got a young team, and
That's right. Dallas was good when Dallas had Emmett. That's when they were good.
Oh yeah, they had.
And Chicago was good when Chicago had Fridge.
They had the Super Bowl shuffle, baby.
Yep. Oh yeah, I remember that video. Yep. I
Remember
completely
that?
forgot. I completely forgot about that. Hey, Bonnie.
And old Jim McMahon, they should apologize to him because remember when they were fining him for wearing a headband?
Right. Yeah. That's
And
so.
now everybody's
Now
wearing
everybody's got
whatever they-
long hair and earrings and well, they've been wearing earrings, but yeah, I mean, when we played football, you wouldn't dare have your damn hair coming out the back of your helmet because they'd come and cut it off.
Oh, or they'd pull it.
Or they'd, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure.
Yep.
But-
Now you got to be careful. Now in football, you got to be careful about which way you're going to hit the guy. You're going to hit him left. You're going to hit him right. You're going to hit him high. You're going to hit him low. Just don't. Yeah. So it's.
Carol says, make him send y'all the song, Who the Hell Am I?
That's her favorite song.
That's Carol's favorite song.
It's a hit in Coleman. She said.
Yeah, I do an internet show every 2 weeks. I just did one Tuesday, and that's a big request on the show. I go on. I don't know if y'all heard of StageIt.com, but I do a live 45-minute show with me and my piano here from my living room.
You know what? I've noticed a lot of the artists are doing that here now because it's getting to the point where it's getting, one, expensive, and two, harder to get your music out now. So now that Facebook and Instagram has come up with Facebook Live and Stage It, and they're starting to use and take advantage, or not take advantage, but take a hold of what they're given with all the Facebook Lives and stuff like that, to where they can get their music out to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it works. And I like Stage It because people can tip you. The only thing with I'll do a Stage It Live maybe if I'm playing a show at a club or something, and I'll have somebody grab my phone, or I'll have them grab theirs, and they'll do the Facebook Live for a couple songs.
Right.
But I really like the format of Stage It because a lot of people, it's like a chat window like you have going on right now, and everybody can watch watch me play. I can't see them; they can see me, and then they can all chat.
Right. Yeah.
And as I'm singing, I can read, and people will put in requests, and
Yep. I'd like to figure out a way besides Facebook Live to be able to, like they do now, like Howard Stern always did, and like WSN in Nashville does sometimes, where they actually have live video of the broadcast, what they're doing. Because like what we're doing right now is we have the camera set up in here, and we're actually live videotaping the show as we're doing it, but it's not feeding out to anywhere. It's not broadcasting anywhere. Like it would with Facebook.
You guys if y'all come to Floribama, we should just do something like that. We should do a live broadcast and have an interview and stuff.
That would be awesome.
That'd be pretty cool. Have WCW from the road or something.
WBCW.
FWBs.
Yeah,
you're making me sound like a wrestling team here.
Well, I'm a WWE.
That's why I knew. That's why you said what you said, because I figured you were a wrestling fan.
Oh, baby, hell yeah! Triple H, baby.
Buddy, I was no. I was back in the day when the Gravedigger was around, the Four Horsemen, the British Bulldogs. We had Roddy Piper. We
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yep, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Those were my days.
Do you know who my favorite was?
Do what?
Out of watching those old ones, I liked Brutus the Barber Beefcake. He was my favorite.
I don't remember him.
Yeah, he would always cut off their hair after he beat them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know who you're talking about now. Yeah.
And they had
I don't remember that.
And then he had the Russian. That was in there.
Oh, yeah, the Russians. They were in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And the Steiners and
the
Bushwhackers.
But the Four Horsemen were the best because you had the Four Horsemen was Ric Flair. It was I think Rowdy was one of them.
Yeah.
And then who was the other two that was part of the Four Horsemen?
I can't remember.
Oh, it wasn't Steiner. Hold on.
No, it was. Look it up on your internet. I know that's what you're doing. Google it.
I'm doing it right.
Google's my friend,
buddy. I got to seem smart here. Let's see.
Back in the 90s, if we had to look something up, we'd say, we'll call you back. We got to go to the library. We'll be back in a minute.
Yeah.
Well, you had Ric Flair.
Yep, Ric Flair.
Brought in his cousin of the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, Gene Anderson, Ole Anderson, Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling in the 70s. He took on Black. Where's it telling the members of it, though? For Ric Flair. Let's see. They formed in 1985 with Ric Flair and his storyline cousins Ole Anderson and Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard.
Yeah.
Those were the Four Horsemen?
Yeah.
I thought
what it says.
Yeah, but I thought I thought it was Ric Flair and I don't know.
Roddy Piper?
Right, yeah. I thought Rowdy was in there too.
No.
I think he was. They
had a couple. It said Lex Luger came in.
Yep, I remember Lex. I remember Lex Luger being part of it too.
And Barry Windham came in.
Yeah, Barry was part of them.
Yeah, I don't remember Barry, but
yeah, I remember Barry.
Yeah, because when I think when the brothers or the cousins left, I think that's when Ric Flair or not Rick, but the other two guys came in and joined the Four Horsemen.
Yeah. They had, because later on Sting and Sid Vicious came in.
Right. Yeah.
And then.
But then when you had your new guys starting, when you had your new guys that came through, like John Cena and The Rock and all them, that's kind of when the Four Horsemen just kind of went, it just kind of dissipated.
Yeah. I think it kind of changed over, kind of like country music has. They kind of went from rough and rowdy and raw to now they're like supermodel, look like Greek gods, And
yeah, I don't know though. From what I hear from a lot of radio station DJs, some of the ones I know here in Orlando too, they're bro country. It's on its way out the door because they said it's ran its course. Nobody really wants to listen to it anymore because I've even noticed a lot of concerts. they just had Florida Georgia Line here in Orlando this weekend, and from what I hear, the attendance was not very big at their concert.
Well, that's
Really?
good to hear.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
You know-
it is good to hear, isn't it?
Yep. Because
If you watch, and I've got a friend that plays with them. I don't want to talk any bad about.
well,
my
no,
brother,
I
but
like the guys too. It's just I think it's just like anything. They ran their course. Their time is done. It's just like all of all the other ones too.
Well, here's the way I look at it. Music must evolve. It must change. It must be new. But that's not the direction that I think country music needs to go. And because
No.
because they've created this thing.
Look at
to
Sam
where-
Hunt. Look at Sam Hunt. I love Sam Hunt's music, but he does not belong in country. I'm
No,
sorry.
I agree with you. There's a ton of them like that.
Hey,
that
it's
don't
time for a
belong.
change, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
I
good
agree.
change,
And I think-
though, because, there's a lot of people out there playing, making some good music, and the world is not hearing it like they need to.
No, I agree. There's a lot of great songs out there right now, but there's also a lot of artists that are changing their format musically because they have to compete with
Yes.
with the Florida Georgia Lines and the Sam Hunts.
Yeah.
And in fact, even Blue, the Keith Urban song, which is probably one
Oh, I
of the
love
hottest
that
songs
song.
right
It's one of
now
my
right now.
favorite.
I love that song too. I bet you that Keith Urban would have never recorded a song like that had it not been for the movement that's going on right now.
That's right.
Because that is totally not what Keith Urban sounds like.
I know, it shocked me when he came out with it, and I was like, wow, because, see, I don't really
Yeah.
listen to a whole lot of Keith Urban, but that was good.
Well, he's got that. Being an Aussie, he's got that more upbeat, kind of rock country thing, but it's not like Florida Georgia Line rock country, but it's more upbeat and and happy love songs and stuff like that. And this was kind of like the old R&B meets new country, is really how it is. And I think that's why it was a perfect storm, because I like Chris Stapleton
Oh, my
is
God.
another
I love
guy
him.
that I like, and I don't think he would be allowed in the system. Like for instance, when it was 6 or 7 years ago when Jamie Johnson came to the forefront.
Right, yeah.
I don't think that they would have Jamie Johnson now. Chris Stapleton, yes, because he's kind of branded that old country sound with the blues southern rock.
Right.
Yeah, but Jamie Johnson did it
But,
too.
It's true.
What's that?
I said Jamie Johnson did it too. Even just because the fact that Chris Stapleton, of course, because now I found out from Julie the other night, Julie Roberts, she's one of our artists. Chris Stapleton and Trent Willman wrote 3 different songs for her on her album, on her first album, Breakdown Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Jamie Johnson's a big time songwriter. I'm sure you already know that he wrote Honky Tonk Padonka Donk.
Yep.
And there's
Right.
But Chris Stapleton is to me that there's no singer like him. He's just.
I just don't
and
understand
he's-
why he waited so long to come out.
Yeah, they said he's a 15-year overnight success or something.
Right? Yeah,
like that.
I know, right?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We lost him. Well,
Tim, you hit the wrong button.
Wrong button, Tim.
I'll get him.
Carol says that's what love can do.
I guess I lost.
Hey, don't
Yeah,
make me
what
call your
happened?
publisher for hanging up on us.
I had to make you feel special.
Oh,
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, so you play with Kenny Olsen from Kid Rock and you
Yeah.
play jazz?
yes. He plays
Yeah.
jazz.
Well, Yeah, but what I was trying to say is, I like how George Strait and some of these guys they still keep it country, but they don't sing about saving country and how country's going away. They just keep doing what they're doing, and they sing about content that's country music related.
Right.
But they stay in line. And even George Strait, if you listen to his old music to now, I mean, it's metamorphosized into a newer being. But it's got to change. But I don't think that's the direction. The direction that it's going, isn't the direction that it needs to go in. And that's why, like you said, and I'm proud of DJs like you guys and other people that are saying to keep it country and want to play the country music like it's intended to be.
Right. Well, we try.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing it,
If I can ever get Milford and Tammy to do anything.
Oh, gosh, shut up. We're here, ain't we?
Yeah, you're there.
Not by choice.
Oh, shut up. I'm going to hit him here.
Because you keep asking for a raise.
Jeez.
Shit, you weren't even getting paid.
Yeah, right? We're here.
That's why you're asking for a raise.
Yeah, right.
Let's see here. So you're going to be at Floribama next or this month, right?
Yeah, I'm in Ohio, Columbus, Ohio on Saturday, and then I leave out for Tennessee, Alabama for a radio tour all next week. I'll be all over the place. And then at the end of the month, and I've got gigs here in Nashville in between. And then February 24th at 8 p.m. I'll be playing Floribama, doing a set before Lucinda and Michael go on after me.
Carol says, "Pay the lady." Give me $1, Carol, and I will.
Oh, Carol, we're not getting paid. We're here because we're trying to help promote this station, WBCW, and we know we have some excellent artists. So we got them lined up.
We need sponsors is what we need.
Sponsors is what we need, and then we're getting out there.
And that's the problem, because there's still a lot of companies and people out there that doesn't believe in internet radio, because that's why they don't want to sponsor. It's all about the FM. And I'm finding this out, too. I bet you probably run into a few situations like this, too, Tim. Local radio stations are trying to take over the venues to keep everything locked into what they want to do, when they want to do it, and how they want to do it. They won't let independent people come in as far as, like, indie artists and stuff like that. I've been noticing
that's the problem. Live Nation is probably the biggest culprit of that. But the problem with the whole scheme of music is with everybody stealing music and thinking that what we do is free. Like, for instance, the record that you played, "Living Worth Living," after I wrote the songs, and took all the time to write all those songs, and and I have 2 CMA artists of that were, I'm having a hard time thinking right now. They were 2 artists of the CMA nominated. Sorry, they were nominees for musicians of the year. Were on my record. It's a $20,000 project.
Right.
So in order to do those projects, and that's not even half of what a major record label is going to pay for a record. So if you're not making any money, and I can tell you what I make on Spotify. I've got songs that I should, have records hanging on my wall.
Are you actually? Let me ask you something. Are you actually getting paid royalties?
Yeah, I get royalties, but there's nothing to even talk about.
Okay, that's another bitch and gripe that I've been talking about now.
That out there too.
Because I mean, no offense. I hope you don't like them, but I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to talk about them here for a second.
Sure.
ASCAP and BMI are just nothing but a bunch of Florida insurance companies, because all they want to do is collect. I'm serious. All they want to do is collect money and hang on to it, because they don't really do anything for you guys. They don't help you promote it. They don't help you advertise. They don't help you push your music out there. And you're only getting like
get minimal.
Yeah, you're getting like 0.00001% of $1 for every song that's played.
That's right.
That's right.
That's the problem. So what I'm trying to say is when there's no money in music videos too. People pay a lot of money to make music videos. They're not making any money back for that, or making albums. And so what happens is that we've had to find a new way to make money, right? So that now the labels have started what called 360 deals, where they will not only give the record deal's nothing but a glorified Bank of America loan,
right?
You're gonna have to pay that money back. So they're going to
really
with the high interest.
They're making the artists pay back. So let me get this then. What you're saying is when they get This is another bitch I'll have. You mean when these artists will go out there and they sign with these record deal companies, they'll give them basically a loan that they got to pay back so they can walk around town and act like they're all highfalutin, hoity-toity type. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
That's a
That's
crock of
insane.
shit.
They don't make any money off the records until the label gets their money back. And the problem is the label's not getting their money back because no one's buying records. So what they're doing now is when, say, Keith Urban, since we were talking about him, he goes on the road and he has a show and he sells his merch. Now they want 25% of his merch
Right.
that he's selling there because the artists used to get 100% of their merch, and that's how they made money.
Wow.
I'm telling you this shit. Have I been saying this, Milford?
Yeah.
I've been saying this for the last 2 years. I'm telling you, shit's going to change here in Nashville in the next year. You watch.
Yeah, sure.
And it's going to get
coming to
worse.
a head, for
It's
sure.
Yep, it's coming to the end because what's going to happen is you're going to take the Keith Urbans and the Blake Sheltons and all them that makes a buttload of money, and they're going to stop playing music anywhere. They're going to stop doing shows. They're going to market their own music, and they're going to keep anything that they make on their products. They're going to get out of their and that's why major record label comes. This is exactly why Nashville's trying to control the internet and radio because they know they're in for a shit kicking, and this is the start of it. From what you just told me, because now it comes all back onto the artist. The artist is going to have to choose: do I stay with the record label company, or do I get out from under them and go on my own and do my own thing?
Okay, so the key here, as Carol says, it's fan support, and that's what I
It's all
believe, too.
it's all about fans.
It's all about fans.
Fans will
And
pay-
So now independent artists can get through in our stations like this that we represent independent
That's why
artists.
I wish I could get 1 or 2 sponsors for our station because I want to stick into this. It's tough. We've been doing this for 2 years now with the only little bit of money I make, but in order to keep going, I want to be able to keep going because I know when the shit's going to hit the fan, the first thing people is going to ask is, where's WBCW radio at?
Or stations like us even.
Right,
you know?
exactly.
Because we're the ones that are going to put that out there, and social media is the biggest thing, and fans is everything.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really how it is, you know. And that's why,
Plus independent labels.
like Mark
Yes.
Chestnut told me back in the days, like Tim, he said, if you want to play for free, get a record deal. You know, and if you
Right,
look,
yeah.
Yeah, ain't that truth?
it's way before country music. You know, if you look at the Backstreet Boys, which were owned by that big crook, you know, they had a couple other bands too. But,
Oh, yeah, the fatty boy from Orlando here.
yeah, that
Who
started
was that?
selling
I
blends
remember
or whatever.
He ended up in jail for tax evasion or something like that,
What,
but he
Milli
died.
Yeah.
Vanilli?
That's all they could get them
No,
on.
he
He was screwing financiers out of money. is what he
right,
was doing.
yeah. I
He
can't
was
think of
on
his
the
name,
America
but he
scam.
died. He died last year.
Did he really?
Yeah, he had a heart attack or something.
What, Vanilla Ice?
But did you know what each one of those boys from Backstreet Boys were making at their highest point? They were making $2,000 a month.
That's it?
And that's it. And when they went to him, whatever that guy's name was, when they went to him and said, "Hey, man, you know, we need more money," he's like,
Yep.
"Screw you guys! I made you."
That's why
That's
why
horrible.
Donnie Wahlberg now is on Blue Bloods.
Well, again,
And Marky Mark, his
Yeah.
brother Marky Mark was a famous DJ back in the day.
Yeah.
like Carol says, independent labels are coming out like crazy, too.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah, but they're not. They're doing the same thing that the majors are doing. They're
Are they?
trying to do
Oh, yeah.
the same. You know, and
that's
that's
not
the
cool.
thing. You know, I want to get established, like you said, the Keith Urbans or Tim McGraws, and those guys too. They're under the thumb too, because here's the thing: once you pull out of those record labels own
They'll
Live Nation.
they'll
they own all
black
the major-
they'll blackball
blacklist
they'll
you.
they'll
Yeah.
blackball your ass.
It's
Big
Because nobody
blacklisting.
play their stuff, they're not going to have any number one hits anymore. Like it's going to matter, but some of these guys really take this stuff, you know, are very
Yeah.
passionate about it.
Well-
you know,
Well,
and some deserve it. You know, I mean, like
Yep.
for instance, I think there's two artists that get snubbed every year, for vocalist of the year. If you had Vince Gill and Alison Krauss should be vocalist of the year
Oh,
every
yeah.
year.
I like Allison. Yeah,
She's
I like
awesome.
Vince.
You know,
Yeah.
and there's no two better singers than that right there. But I mean, how often do you ever hear their songs on the radio?
You don't,
Little-
because-
Little
because-
Whatever,
Yeah, you
so-
don't anymore, and I love Alison Krauss. She's got awesome songs.
And,
And
they're
Vince
just
Gill.
because that's because it's controlled by Nashville. Nashville tells
because
they own all the
they're
radio
too country.
stations. They tell them what to play.
yeah, and they're too country. I mean, I heard of one Vince Gill album. They said we can't play this; it's too country, you know.
Oh my
and
gosh, I
but
can't
it
never
looks like the movie's
imagine
coming
two
back.
countries.
So you know, the only thing you can do is, you know, is yeah, you can rely on your fans. You know, that's why we're getting a fan base. But I have fans too that expect, you know, that I get. I just had a text today. I need an extra large Tim McDonald T-shirt and some armbands, you know, and expecting it for free, and I just can't do that. You know, I can't give stuff for free because I'm paying for it.
Yep.
You know,
I wouldn't want us. I mean, you know, like when I come up to an artist and they have merchandise, I want to pay for it because I know that it's helping them, and that money that I'm putting into their merchandise is helping them go further.
But you know what I look at though? If it's an artist that's actually that's why I tell all my artists, screw the label companies. Promote your own music, manage your own music, sell your own merchandise. You do everything you keep everything in-house with you and pay whoever you got to pay to help you run it. That way you know who's doing what and where it's going, and you know where the money's going. Because these record labels, that's what I say, they're all about making money. That's it. They just want to have money, 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 and to hell with the artists. That's why Carrie Underwood had to fight and sue American Idol, get out under her contract, because as soon as she won American Idol, buddy, that was it. She was over the top. She was going to make a hell of a lot more than what American Idol was going to pay her, and they knew it, and she knew it. That's why she went to court and fought it to get out of that contract.
And that's the problem with a lot of these shows and these record labels, because, you know, they take somebody in, you know, and they're like, well, you're not going to be anybody if we don't make you. You know,
right?
And look at all the people that have won those shows, and look at the people that got maybe the top 10. You don't hear about any. I played for Josh Grayson, who I think he got second or first place in there, and you know, a good friend of mine.
There's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, but you know, he won it, and then there's a good friend of mine that I subbed for here in Nashville at the Soulshine Pizza. You know, he won second place on The Voice the last season. Adam Scott Wakefield.
Yeah, Wakefield.
Adam
Wakefield.
Yeah.
My buddy Sundance won it.
The only issue is you don't hear about any of these people, you know. But you know, just think if Carrie Underwood would have got second place, would she be Carrie Underwood? You know, you got to think about the reality of that too. So you're exactly right, and that's why I'm grassrootsing it, and I pay for all this radio promotion, and my, you know, I run the CDs. I drive myself crazy,
right?
Because you know, there's too many hats to wear. But you know, at the end of the day, I don't have to pay anybody any money, you know, or worry about, you know, where the money's coming from, and I know what the budget is, and so, you know, there's a good control of that. You know, I just have to work and try to get myself in. You know, and basically I want to get big enough where I could go to a label and say, hey, you know, you can't offer me anything. What do you want to do? You know, what can we negotiate for you to take some of this work off my hands?
But then when you got people that's in the circle, as they say, look at some of the ones that hasn't won, like Ray Lynn. And you know, some of the ones that's been on Blake Shelton's team, and Ray Lynn didn't even come anywhere close to winning. And she's been the hottest thing since sliced bread because she's been, quote, touring with Blake and hanging around with Blake. And Ray Lynn did the show like 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And she never won anything. But Cassidy Pope, she's still kind of in the mix. But as far as any of the other artists from Blake, I haven't heard anything. Mary Sarah, she's really not doing too much. I mean, I was
surprised.
I kind of watched her. She was second place. I kind of watched her on Twitter and everything, but I guess maybe Blake just doesn't want nothing to do with her. I don't know.
It's really weird.
Yeah, so he's probably going to do the same thing with Sundance, too.
I would never go on one of those shows, you know, just because I never want to be remembered, you know, especially if you don't win. You're always going to be, you know, plus you're always going to be remembered for that show, you know, and I want people to remember me for who I am, not because of some game show. And I guarantee I would probably say about 2 or 3 years, you know, because American Idol's gone. Yep. You know, I have a feeling those shows, the reality shows are on the tail end because people are just getting tired of it, you know.
Right.
Yep.
And they're fake anyway. I mean,
they
all
are.
Yeah. Why should you pay DirecTV to watch it on TV when you go on Facebook and look on Facebook for it?
Exactly. That happens all day
or
long.
Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat.
Right, and that's one reason. Like I'm on that show Nashville. You know, I've been with Luke Wheeler for
Oh, cool.
3, 4, and 5. You know,
Yeah.
and that's the reason.
That's
why
some
when
more
ABC
interviews
dropped-
you need to hook us up with.
You get around, I can
He does.
see.
He's like the
He's got all
Nashville.
kinds of-
He's like the Nashville hooker.
I'm telling you.
Nashville
I'm
Whore
like the
Dog.
Forrest Gump of Tennessee. You know,
Forrest Gump in
Mama
Tennessee.
said I'm a Forrest Gump in Tennessee.
that's right.
Hey, we're loving that.
That's right.
Yeah. So
You know,
what's so who can you hook us up on Nashville there?
well, I mean,
Mr.
I played
Tim.
for all of them.
Huh?
You know, I played for all of them, but
He plays
you know,
with all of them. He said.
Nashville. If you look at Nashville, they got when ABC dropped them, they got picked up by Hulu.
Right. What's
You
your
know.
own CMT, right?
And yeah, CMT and Hulu. And the reason why Hulu picked them up, which Hulu is going to be the big winner, because not a lot of people have cable. A lot of people have your Fire Sticks and they have this and that, and they can Hulu is one of those it's like Amazon Prime or Netflix.
Yeah.
So they can go on there. A lot of people have to work.
Yep.
Not the people that are out. That are out at the airports right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Demonstrating. But I'm talking about
That's
the
crazy.
real American workers. The people that work their butts off every day.
Yep.
Right?
They can't watch these shows, so they go on Hulu or they go on Netflix and they watch Nashville when they're when they're off work.
Yep.
And so that caused the highest ratings. So Hulu picked them up immediately. So you're right about the internet is the next thing, because I spend 16, 18 hours on the internet every day.
Oh,
pushing
you and
my
me
music
both.
out to different
Especially
people.
what I got to do with the station and everything. But yeah, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I said this. I said this a long time ago when everything started. Because my boy, the only thing he likes to do after school when he comes home, I tried to get him to play sports and stuff. He did for a little bit, played t-ball and a little bit of baseball, but he got to the point where he just didn't like it anymore. Like I did, because when I was younger, his age, I played everything. I played soccer, basketball, baseball, football. I did it all. But but now his thing, of course, he's smart as a whip, though. He has ADHD and he's good with math. So his thing now is he's hooked on the video games. I mean, as soon as he comes home from school, he's right in front of that TV playing the video games. He's playing either Call of Duty or some kind of mind game or something like that, to where he gets on the internet with his little friends and he's talking to other people while he's playing the games and stuff like that. So hopefully it'll be to the point where he'll put that to good use and then create or make his own game and then become rich and then take care of his old man.
Well, there you go. I haven't played those video games in a long time. I mean, the piano is my video game.
The last time I played any kind of video games, I think it was Pac-Man, or it might have been Space Invaders. Now, I can say I go to, when I go to the movie theaters sometime over here at the Interstate Mall, they still have the old video arcade game. It's called Galaga. I used to play Galaga all the time. And I
love that game.
Yes, I did too. And I'd drop a quarter in there and I'd play that game while I'm sitting there waiting to go in to see the movie or whatever. But yeah, there's some games that these kids just don't understand, that these were the games back in the day that started everything.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I even had an Atari up until about probably 11 years ago. I don't know what I did with it.
Well,
I had the round paddles and I had the joystick and I had the game, the ping. Oh, they called Pong, dong, dong, where the arms went up and down. And Yep, I had that.
Well, they got that back out now.
Was the Tank Commander or something?
Yep, I had Space Invaders and
Frogger.
Yep, Frogger.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Oh, Lord, you guys.
Hell yeah,
Right.
Atari was our best friend back in the day.
Okay.
That was my kid's best friend.
I know, right?
Then it
Well.
came Nintendo.
Yep, yeah. Then came Nintendo.
Now, who's your best friend?
I guess
that's
this
funny.
radio
Yeah,
music.
exactly.
Mine's my guitar again.
Yep.
Okay.
But well, I'm not going to keep you any longer. Do me a favor, tell everybody where they can get your music at, and tell them where they can find you.
Sure, and I'd like to thank you guys for having me.
Hey,
It was fun.
It was
Thank
fun.
you.
Thank you for calling
Yeah,
us and
Everybody
talking to us
listening in.
It was a blast.
and
Check
hanging
out-
up on us.
Yeah, check some of my stuff
I
out,
got to
Tim.
give a shout out to Bonnie. Bonnie's on there. She's the one that
Yeah.
reached out for
Yes.
me to you guys. So I appreciate her being on
Oh,
here. but-
now I can put a name with a face.
Oh, yeah. She's
Yeah, there
been
you
talking
go.
with us.
Bonnie's
Chatting with
Bonnie's
us.
the one that's been emailing me back and forth. So
Yeah, she's the hardest worker I've ever met, and that's coming from an Army veteran, you know. But you know, you go to timmcdonaldband.com. I've got all my music there. I've got my new album on a vinyl record. I've got vinyl and CDs and everything, and all my merch. I'm ordering some new T-shirts now. Pink, purple, and
Oh, nice. I like
blue.
the pink.
And they're really nice. Really
Yeah?
nice T-shirts.
Tank
They
tops?
just sold out. What's that?
Any tank tops for the girls?
I think
Yes.
you want to say wife beaters, right? Wife beaters.
I don't
That's
call
the
them that. I don't know what that
well,
is.
wife beaters. They're low cut. They look.
Whatever.
That's what they. Well, I call them wife.
Well, it's because
I
you
don't-
saw them on Cops all the time.
Right.
The guys are into domestic abuse.
I
Yeah,
know.
domestic
Domestic abuse tops.
So I'll get some husband beaters made up.
No, I just want some cute pink and purple
I'll get
tank
some
tops
boyfriend
for
beaters.
beaters.
summer.
Right.
I could always wear a
But,
jacket over them, you know, when I go to Nashville.
Yeah, I think I'll have them there at Floribama. So if you guys come up, I just got
I definitely want to.
a text from a gal that says contact Flying Key Entertainment if y'all are on your way to Floribama. She'll set you guys up,
Nice.
and she's the one that helped book the act and booked me and everything. So
Oh, really?
See if she knows Rowdy Johnson.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Rowdy
over-
played there.
He plays here all the time.
yeah,
Plays
so
there every
reach out to
year.
Flying Key Entertainment. That's Doreen Philgate.
Yeah, I met Doreen one time out there.
You did?
Yeah.
You met Doreen? So you know who she is.
Yeah.
So we can contact her to get in.
That's right. Well, I mean, I
Awesome.
don't think there's any, but she'll set you up with whatever she can set you up with.
Very nice.
I just want to interview with Mark Chestnut.
All right. Well, it sounds like a plan.
I know.
Okay.
I know Tim will work on it for me because he's a trooper.
Yeah, help get my music to #1, man, and I'll hook up any interview I can get.
Oh,
Well, help me get out-
Listen to this.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Tim.
That's a good challenge for
I
him.
see how you are.
Hey, Tim.
And
And what?
Mr. Aaron,
There's always an
And-
and. There's always an and or a but in
no.
music.
If y'all help get me to #1, I will fly all three of y'all up here to CRS on my dime and put
He said #1. Let's see. He was #3
said
on my top 20. So if
I
I can get him to
know.
#1 on the
So-
top 20, he okay.
That's
Oh, I
right.
can do that.
Pull out all the stops here.
You might have opened up your mouth for no reason there, brother.
I made #2.
That's right. No,
So it was
it's
very
all
right.
awesome.
yeah, man. But thanks so much for having me, y'all, and
We enjoyed it.
let's keep in touch and
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
thanks for having me.
we will.
Yes,
we'll
absolutely.
definitely.
All right, brother.
We'll definitely keep in touch, man. But
Yes.
appreciate it,
All right.
and we'll be talking to you soon. Okay.
Yes, you take care. Thank you very
got it,
much.
you too. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Tim.
All right.
All right.
See
Good
ya.
night.
See ya.
Bye.
All right.
Night Like That. Here's one of his other singles. Check it out. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
It didn't start with a drink. Sure wish I knew what it was. Sometimes love can bite you, break all the rules, and there you are, standing right in the middle. Guess you're the answer to the world's oldest riddle. I'll take one on the lips, one for the road. As a matter of fact, two more before I go. Don't know where this will lead, but I can tell you this fact. I want another night like that. The way your hair falls down, how your pretty eyes shine, the way you make me feel when your heart beats mine. How you love on me, I love to love on you too. And that's all I ever wanna do. I'll take one on the lips, one for the road. As a matter of fact, two more before I go. Don't know where this will lead, but I can tell you this fact. I want another night like that. I want another night like that. I'll take one on the lips, one for the road. As a matter of fact, two more before I go. Don't know where this will lead, but I can tell you this fact. I want another night like that. I'll take one on the lips, one for the road. As a matter of fact, two more before I go. Don't know where this will lead, but I can tell you this fact. I want another night like that. I want another night like that. I want another night like that. I want another night like that.
WBCW Wednesday night. T-Mac Country. Okay, I got it. Tim needs to find an easier email to remember on Twitter.
On Twitter? On Twitter? Like he said, he's Forrest Gump.
Carol says we can have a stage benefit for y'all, some tickets. That's nice. That'd be really cool, Carol.
Best piano player since the 70s. Give her the clap.
What?
Carol says clap, clap. So give her the clap.
All right, I'm giving her a clap. Hold on. There's the clap.
Woohoo!
If we was to go up there, that would have to be a whole weekend deal because that's 8 hours up and 8 hours back.
Oh, well. I mean, it'd be worth it. It'd be a perfect one.
Yes,
to go
Jack,
to.
that was Tim
Right,
singing.
I understand that, but none of us have got any money to go up there.
I got money.
I'm glad you do. Why don't you pay for some of my stuff that I need paid?
I'm working on it.
You work on what?
Getting money.
Yeah, getting money. Well, at this point, you probably got a little more than I do. Soon.
Well, now wait a minute. You just said that you.
Shut up.
Oh my God! See, you're double standard. See, you just
don't
said.
know what's going on, so hush.
You just said you had all kind of money,
Okay.
didn't you? Didn't she, Milford?
I said I had money.
She said she had money.
I said I have money.
She said had.
I have
Okay,
money.
when you're talking the fact that you got $1, that doesn't count. When we're talking about
All right, whatever.
money,
I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm just saying. I'm not trying to argue with you either. You just need to be right. You need to be politically correct, as they say.
You won't even know.
I won't know what. What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Excuse
Just leave
me.
me alone.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to concentrate here.
Concentrate on what? After you've had 3 glasses of vodka?
2.
Close enough.
Just
What
2.
what are you trying to concentrate on?
Last night was 3.
What do you... You are turning into... See, she's turning into an alcoholic.
I need to relax. Leave me alone. This
Jeez.
is my relax mode.
Alcohol! You been hanging out with Brad Paisley too much?
I wish. Shit. If I was, I'm sure nobody hear from me.
What the heck?
Let's try... I don't think we played this one yet. Let me see here. No. Last thing... I don't think we have. We played that one yet? No. Let's,
The last thing you ever
Yeah,
did?
I don't think we... No, not yet.
We didn't play it yet.
Here's another one from Tim McDonald called Last Thing You Ever Need. Hang tight. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Where you going, baby? Can I come too? You give me that summertime runaway feeling every time I look at you. Girl, I want a little chance to hold you. I'll never let you go. Yeah, I know what love really means, and that's no lie. Been thinking of spending forever with you. for a long, long time. Let me show you everything a guy like me can bring. So let's go. You gonna wanna be my forever, baby. You gonna wanna love on me like crazy. Come on, be the hook in my song. Every time you sing along, you'll see I'm the last thing you'll ever need. I'll take you to the sunset, lay it down on a cloud. Fly up to meet the man in the moon, where the stars hang out. Get lost like we ain't coming back. Don't you wanna feel like that? So let's go. Gonna wanna be my forever, baby. You gonna wanna love on me like crazy. Come on, be the hook in my song. Every time you sing along, you'll see I'm the last thing you'll ever need. Come on. Gonna wanna be my forever, baby. You gonna wanna love on me like crazy. Come on, be the hook in my song. Every time you sing along, you'll see that you gonna wanna be my forever, baby. You gonna wanna love on me like crazy. You gonna wanna be my forever, baby. You gonna wanna love on me like crazy. Come on, be the hook in my song. Every time you sing along, you'll see I'm the last thing you'll ever need. I'm the last thing you'll ever need. The last thing you'll ever need. I'm the last thing you'll ever need.
WBCW Wednesday night, sitting on a tailgate, coming to you live from Orlando, hanging out here where it's nice and warm. And, well, no, it's probably chilly now, but it's not snowing.
Yeah, it's toasty here in the studio.
It's only in the 40s tonight.
50s.
Tonight is supposed to be
what does my
in
thing
the
up there
high
say?
40s.
52.
Yep.
Yes, but it's going to get into
Well, yeah, it'll get
44.
No, not that low.
Early in
Tonight
the morning.
is
High
48.
40s. High 40s.
Yeah.
48.
It said 44.
Yeah, so that's
Still in the 40s.
Well, you're in a different area.
Why do you got to be? You know what? I'm tired of
Yeah.
you women libs. Why do you got to be politically correct?
Right, this is.
See,
What are you reading now?
May 27th, old Bo Cephas be here at the International Speedway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's when he. That's isn't
Where
that
they?
when everybody's
Oh yeah,
playing?
that's what for Country 500.
That's
Yeah.
that Country
Yeah.
500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's going to be a huge lineup. I would have loved to went.
Yeah. Well, their tickets just went up today. Yeah.
Really?
I heard it's ridiculous.
They went through the roof.
Yeah. So if you bought tickets earlier, you're fine. But if you didn't and
But
you
if
try
you
to buy
didn't,
them now, forget
you might as well forget it because you're going to end up paying
Yep.
if not more than $200 a person.
I know. It's crazy.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Oh, I was going to say, Starbucks. Get this. Starbucks says just did nasty attack against Trump and against America because Starbucks said they were going to hire 10,000 veterans and didn't do it. And then they said, well, we'll go ahead and hire 100,000 refugees. And they made it public. So now Starbucks is feeling the backlash because a lot of people aren't buying coffee from them no more.
Well, I don't buy from them anyway.
So I posted on there. I posted on there and I said, Dunkin' Donuts, you're the next big thing.
They are in my world.
Yeah, I like Dunkin' Donuts better. Really.
I do too. Their food is better.
But well, I never ate no food at Starbucks.
They don't really have anything.
It's
good
just
there.
coffee, 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 coffee.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts has got more food than Starbucks does, really.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts.
Because Dunkin' Donuts has got donuts, first of all. But they also got... I like their biscuits, their chicken biscuits. They got the big toast... What is it called? Big and Toasty?
Yeah.
They got their bacon, egg, and cheese croissants. So, yeah. So, Dunkin' Donuts has actually got a breakfast. Unlike... now I'm getting hungry. Unlike...
Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah, Dunkin'
Yeah,
Donuts
Dunkin'
does.
Donuts is a lot
I
better.
always go eat my breakfast there. Like, I'll get a sandwich before I go to work just to make me laugh.
Well, they got food there
Time
that
to
you...
make the donuts.
They got food there to where...
I don't do donuts.
I used to do donuts all the time.
Well, donuts will make you fat.
What are you trying to say?
So I don't do donuts. They say you look like what
Be careful
you eat.
what you say.
You look like what you
Listen,
eat.
old timer, be careful what you say.
No, you got to be careful what you eat.
Oh, you got to be careful of time.
No, you got to be careful what you eat.
Father Time is talking to you right now.
It's going
Brother Jukebox.
Sister
Time.
Sister wine.
Sister Wine.
Brother wine.
No. Brother Jukebox.
Brother.
Brother Jukebox. Sister Wine. Mother Freedom. Father Time.
Yeah.
See? I had it right.
Yeah. I'll see if he was going to do it anyways.
But, okay, so Ashley's gone.
Oh, wow. It's
so-
almost 11.
Yep. So, say something, Tammy. Do your closing arguments.
My closing arguments are that we should definitely go to Florida Bama. We should make a point to go. Because that's where all the radio people are going to be there. We can be the top internet radio deal.
No, you're not thinking of Floribama. You're thinking
Isn't
of
that
the
what
other.
he said?
That was
That was
Nashville.
that's the
that's
the
the
Flor-
CRS.
yeah, the CRS thing.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
But that's we wouldn't stand.
Well,
a
we
chance.
can't go to
We wouldn't stand a
Nashville.
chance in hell to even get anybody to listen to us there. That's the problem.
Well, I'd rather go to Florida Bama.
Well, yeah.
That would be a blast. And he said he was going to.
Yeah, I got
I
I got a picture of my boots on the beach
There you go.
with my rowdy hat.
Well, you got
If Carol
other
or
pictures
Bonnie,
there,
if
too.
Carol or Bonnie can get you guys hooked up, go. I mean, go represent us.
Why
That'd be
won't
good.
you go?
Because first of all, I
He's
got to
gotta
look
get
for
ready.
more work, and I got to get ready for Bike Week too.
Yeah,
All right.
Because Bike Week is only 2 weeks after. When did they say the date was for Florida Bama?
24th.
Yeah, and Bike Week's like the 10th or the 12th, so it's like
Right.
2 weeks, not even a week.
Yeah,
After that.
he's got to get a lot of stuff geared up.
Well, on top of that, how are you going to get off?
I'll make sure I get off.
That would be the shit.
So sorry, I got a radio station. I got to go represent the radio station.
Oh.
Find you another flunky.
Didn't you try that before?
Yeah, right? Where did you get with that?
You been trying that how long now?
No,
400 years.
we'll have to say something else
We'll have to say something else. What?
about where you going.
Oh.
Sorry, I got to go to Alabama.
Just tell him you got to, I don't know. We'll think
Tell
of
him my other brother Milford's in the hospital.
yeah, something.
He might be.
Oh, don't say that.
Not that one. Make
We're
up
gonna
some
say that.
Make up some shit.
Yeah.
Milford, jeez.
He has a hard time.
Thanks to Aaron Haugland for
Yes.
talking with us tonight. I got your emails with your new songs. I'll take a listen to them. Thanks to Tim Mcdonald for talking with us. The Men of Country Music is not going to be starting until probably April. We're going to get through this month here and just do regular interviews. And the next month, of course, is Bike Week month. And then April we'll kick off the Men of Country Music. And let me see who we got for next week. Or for
Sunday.
Sunday. This Sunday night, or this coming Sunday, we got Darren Morris and Andrew Frelick that we're talking to. So everybody knows Darren Morris and the Darren Morris Band. We're going to be talking with them Sunday, and then talking to Andrew Frelick, who is he's an artist based out of Canada, out of Ontario. So
Well, Carol was saying simulcast perhaps, or stage it, or at Floribama.
Well, hey, I'd love to get our show simulcasted on other shows.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, if they want to pick it up, that'd be great.
See there?
Beautiful.
That's what we need to get out there.
Yeah, well, we check in from up there while you're here.
Yeah, well, yeah, you could, but you would have to have equipment to take with you, though.
True.
All right, exactly. And that's where we would need you.
No, actually, you call Facebook Live for WBCW.
No, there's a thing that the FM stations have that you can actually do on-the-spot broadcasting that would connect with the radio station. It's a microphone, but it's about like $4,000.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like we got that. I mean, gee.
Well, no, I know, but
we're going to need that to go.
Mulford, say something. We got about 3 minutes left here, so...
we appreciate it. Like like Big Country was saying, thanks to Aaron Haugland and Mr. Tim Mcdonald for coming in and talking with us and with very great music and all that. So also too, if you're an independent artist with original music and like to have an interview, come in to send all your information to actionworksmusic@gmail.com. Also too, we are looking for sponsors. If you would like to be a sponsor of our show, also send your information to actionworksmusic@gmail.com. Big Country is now booking events. If you need a radio DJ within the Central Florida area, get a hold of him. Also too at actionworksmusic@gmail.com. We just want to say thanks to everybody who's in the chat room. Thanks for listening and talking with us here in the chat room, and please hit the like button. Let us know that you are listening, and also share our pages to Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. We're all there, all over there, and it's at FL Country Radio. That's how you're gonna find us.
Yep, FL Country Radio.
Yep, that's how you're gonna find us on here on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Make sure you check out our website, wbcwradio.com. Look for probably in March or April. Hopefully, we'll have our station available on app for Android and iPhones, so you can take us with you. So make sure you kind of look out for that and see what's going on there. But until Sunday, join us again, same time, same place. Sunday,
bat channel.
Yep, same bat channel. Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. Always right here at WBCWRadio.com. Here at WBCW Network. For Milford and Tammy, I'm Big Country. We want to thank you for hanging out with us. Thanks to Tim McDonald and Aaron Haugland for talking with us tonight. And
Good night,
make sure you go get their music. Check them out. Go to their websites and their pages on Facebook. Been fun. We'll see you next time right here on WBCW.